What is up, everybody? Time for some more Ninja Gaiden. I'm not going to stream this super often, but I wanted to play it a little bit more, and I'll probably just, play it from time to time. But, we didn't get that far in it last time, so... Before I get back where we left off, I want to do one of the bosses out of this mode real quick, because I don't think we'll get far enough to ever fight him, and he's a boss I really liked. I think this is it. Do it on just hard. Alright, this mode's kind of whack because they give you like limited options, like weapon-wise and stuff. And they don't let you like pick which one you want before. You have to like immediately go into the pause menu where you get decked in the schnoz here. Okay. These barely even matter in this fight because the boss has got protection from arrows, basically. I think in like a blue moon, there's a few range attacks that can occasionally hit him, but almost never. Even magic, I don't think really works. Alright. Oh, fuck. I jumped way too... Nice camera by the... Really? So, god damn it! The boss was being kind of stupid, he just kind of hangs back, but he did that shockwave at a really bad time for me there. Alright. I honestly don't remember this boss super well, even though he's like my favorite, so I don't remember what to do. This is one of the few other bosses though where you're fighting like a humanoid guy. You don't actually do that too often as the game progresses. Oh, right. You can do that. Well. Got him. I wish he was playable, dude. Yeah, I like this weapon too. Its moveset's a bit small, but it has some fun gimmicks. It's probably my favorite weapon in this game. I just hate that when you get it, you shortly after that get the true Dragon Blade, which is so similar and then has like just way higher stats. Oh, that guy lived. Okay. So you actually can get this guy with your ultimate, but you have to do it at a very specific range and time. Otherwise, he'll almost always do the shockwave, so... Not a very practical thing to do. Ooh! So one cool thing in the third game, a lot of things I don't like about the third game, but there's some good things. But they have these bonus boss battles that you can like, are hidden on the map. And you can fight bosses from previous games, but they're kind of updated in like the newer engine and stuff. And this guy's one of them, which is pretty cool. He's kind of freaking me out right now. I remember that's an attack where you can really wreck him, but I don't remember how. Rolling that's another good one. You can fight this guy more head-on if you really are good, but it's not an easy thing to accomplish. I can't see! Okay, I should have corrected my camera. Okay, he's only shooting 3 projectiles instead of a million, so actually dodging it's not very hard. You see that? You see that shit? As soon as that guy did his melee attack where he's vulnerable, the boss did the big, like, ult charge thing, so he, like, completely covered him. Gotta get him. There we go. Give me health. Give me health. Health? Nope, not health. Okay, well. That could have been better. That could have been a lot better. I don't remember how to do some of the combos with this thing. You actually fight this guy twice in the game. The second time you fight him, he's kind of a spirit guy instead of being in the armor, but he's still very similar. He's easier to hit, I think, but he's got more attacks. This guy's name's like Doku. It's spelled Dooku, but I think it said Doku if I remember correctly. Yeah, that move right there actually heals you. What? Nice delayed hitbox. Oh yeah, the counterattack. That's right. Damn it. Yeah, that's a really good attack. If you roll into the final swing. Ah, you can't. I was trying to roll, but I did it too late. You can't block that move. Yeah. Come here. Oh, I just. Oh, okay. How to throw. Wow, that actually hit him. I don't believe it. Sir, if you could die. Can I not die to the mage guy? That would be great. Come here. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, we're at it again. We'll go back to the main story in a minute. I just want to fight this a couple of times. Fucking shockwave. Ah. Okay. Okay. Kind of getting me good there. Oh. Yeah. That's about right. Dying Simulator 2005, yeah. Man, I remember when I was in practice in this game, though, I got really fucking good at it, but that was like 10 years ago or some shit, so, why am I going for the boss when the Edge is still alive? That is a great question. I do not have an answer for you, but, ah! Dick! Wait. Yeah! That follow-up move probably isn't worth it. But look out for that grab. Oh boy, I was kind of slow on that one. Oh! Way slow on that one. Fuck! Wait, where'd he go? There he is. Woo! The counterattack jump got me over the shockwave. If you could stop throwing the... Okay. Grab, maybe? No? I'm trying not to attack him when he does anything too quick, because then he's able to attack again and might just grab me. Whoops! Wrong one. Want to do the one that doesn't go in the air. Woo. Oh, really? Great camera work. What's the name of the cameraman in Mario 64? Because he's killing me right now. Fuck! Okay. Nope! Wrong attack. That, yep, okay. Thanks from arrows, by the way. Got my soul drained, it's fine. Lakitu, right. Yeah, Lakitu, get on the ball, man. Turn the shit the right way. This guy's actually an archer class, I know, right? He does have a lot of range attacks. I think I can counter these guys. Not that one, though. Fuck! Fuck! I think if you delay the strong attack there, you throw it. That's what it is. Yeah. I didn't want to do that! I rolled too soon. Oh, shit! I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Too slow! I really like that move because you can't block it. It doesn't just guard break you, you just can't block it. But he's vulnerable if you roll it. But if you try to roll it, you know, you're vulnerable to just messing up and getting hit in the face. Not sure if I got the kill or he did. He did. Means he comes back. Ah, I could have hit him there. I messed up. Oh, balls! Man, too soon. Okay, I deserve death. Didn't want to do the air one, but yeah, if you hold the button down, you do the ground one, and if you just tap it, you do the air one. Which I wish it was the other way around, to be honest. Got him. That was wrong. I don't think that attack will work on him, I'm not gonna lie. Camera! Okay, doing alright. Fucking... Shockwave got me. Oh my... This part is so annoying because the camera stays focused on the boss, and because these guys are ranged guys, it's like a real problem. Like, normally these guys would not be a problem, but because of the camera, it's a huge fucking problem. Because again, these aren't the ones that shoot like the 10 balls, and I shoot 3, so it's not a big deal to iframe it. Yeah, I feel like I lost because of the camera there, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Fuck! Did not want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. Oh my god. Wanted to do that. I didn't really mind dying there. That run was so bad. It was shite. I kept making poor decisions on the attacks there. I say, you want to stop blocking, champ? Oh no. Oh no. Fucking... Curse word simulator, by the way. I'm surprised he blocked that. Dude, I cannot tell you how often I'm trying to do that, and I do fucking that. Like, oh my god. You just stop using that attack. It's gonna get me killed. I almost survived that. But there's no almost dying, or over dying, right? You're either dead or you're alive. Why am I going for the boss? It's fine, a lot of his attacks can hit them, but that one, the shockwave, is like an exception and it can't hit them. That did not go well. The hard part really is the ads, like, dealing with him and the ads. I'm literally doing this because I was in such a bad spot there. I was gonna get hit by something, so. Fuck, I didn't get him. Not good. Damn it. By the way, in regular old Ninja Gaiden and not Ninja Gaiden Black, you could just spam this move and kill him, but like, as you see, it bounces off now. Like, that was such an easy way to beat this boss, was you would just spam that move over and over again. I like how I died to demonstrate that. I literally died to demonstrate that. But yeah, in the original game, you could just spam that move, and you could hurt him with it. But yeah, they made it where it bounces off now, so. There was actually a lot of bosses like that in the original game that you could just cheese that way, which is why they changed it. It's nice though, they changed it in a way that that move isn't like worthless. It's still quite useful, especially when you like down an enemy. A lot of times you can use it to like chop their head off and stuff. And there's a lot of enemies you can gap close on with it. Like there's plenty of uses for it, but they made it, it was completely broken in regular old Ninja Gaiden. Oh my god! I didn't realize you couldn't block that. I wasn't really trying. I was trying to roll, but I just rolled too late. Yeah, apparently it's unblockable, which makes sense, all things considered. There's the assholes! Wait, I think he's still alive. Yep, he's still alive. What? Surely he's dead now. Oh, he did follow up. I don't think he does that very often. Oh, what? Fucking. Oh yeah, thanks, camera. Feeling real safe right now. Yep, really good right now. Yep, this is great. This is how I want to fight a boss right now. I don't need to see anything. Gotta fight blindfolded, you know. Ugh. Are you shitting me? I forgot that it did that. Oh my god, those guys are the worst. Those guys are basically bosses. I forgot about that. It's going orange. Okay, I'm gonna slightly cheat here. They're going Ornstein and Smo on me right now. So if you, oh god, I don't remember how to fight those guys. They're like they're a whole kettle of fish how you have to fight them. So when you do enough damage to them, they go berserk and they're on fire and they start doing like way nastier attacks. So I think I'm just gonna not kill that guy and not set him on fire and just try to kill the boss. I totally forgot about that guy. These guys are such assholes. Especially like as if you like taking like the half health, they just go absolutely bananas. They get way nastier. Thankfully, a Viper's doing that. Fuck! He's covering the boss! Lol, boss hit him. No! Still cheating, by the way. Fuck! Yeah! Don't even care that we cheesed that. Yeah, he's going berserk right there. But yeah, they start like doing such nasty attacks when they go in that mode. Hey, I've beaten that in the past when I was, you know... Although, you know what's sad is I've actually beaten all of these in the past. But I lost my save file. I don't even remember why. I think it's because I had this game on the regular Xbox. And the saves don't transfer. Then I eventually bought it on 360, like the store, like the Microsoft store. And that's why I don't have my stuff from back then. Feels bad, by the way. Alright, let's go back to the story. Oh, very hard mode. Apparently, I have every costume in this game unlocked on this file, except for the one for beating normal mode. I would have thought when you beat very hard mode that you got the normal mode one, but you don't. So yeah, I'm missing that one. Feels bad. It's blue. It's kind of like a normal ninja get up at blue. I like the tutorial one, which you can keep. You can show that off sometime. Yeah, I can show it right now real quick. I have a save file for it. It's like I don't know if it's a glitch or they did it on purpose. I know in the regular old Ninja Gaiden, there was a cheat code to keep this, but the way you have to get it now kind of feels like I have a bunch of very hard and hard stuff. I don't know what I was doing with my save files here, but this one should have it. But yeah, the this costume in the original game you could put a cheat code in to keep it, and in this one you have to do like weird like save file management nonsense to kind of like glitch it out, kind of. Wait, no, that's not it. God damn it. I know I have a save file with it somewhere. Okay, that's very... Maybe it's this one? Nope. Yeah, there's no green costumes. It's BS, man. Huh. I thought it was... I know I have one. I thought it was... I really thought it was that one. These loading screens are pretty long. There we go, that's that one. Yeah, this is probably my favorite one. It's just like a normal ninja get up when you have chainmail on, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this one's kind of a pain to get. You have to like glitch and shit. Yeah, the one for beating normal mode is like the one that's kind of like that, except it's blue and you don't have like the chainmail. And for some reason, even though I've got every other costume in the game, I don't have that one. What do we want here? Yeah, it's right here. It's like a blue one. Let's just go default. Fuck it, we'll just go default. Normal Andy. Yeah, these guys are pretty much the guys you fought on the airship, but they're a little bit tougher, and you can't shuriken them. And like on normal mode, these are still the guys you're fighting on the airship. But the next chapter, you fight completely new enemies. This is one of the only times where they kind of reskin an enemy like that, but it's unique to like higher difficulties, so it's not a big deal. Like the enemy variety in this game is massive, so it's not a problem. Yeah, I could see someone thinking, oh man, they're just reskinning enemies now, but they really don't. They mix things up quite a lot. I actually feel like they kind of mix things up a bit too much. Sometimes you kind of wish, like, hey, I want to kind of fight the normal guys again. But they're just constantly changing the enemies you fight. Which is fun, but sometimes like, yeah, I kind of want to go back and fight those other guys again. They were fun. I walked right into that. Literally doing the thing I said last time I streamed this not to do. Thankfully he dropped health. That means you get less score, because if you have like higher health, or those guys will probably drop yellow essence instead of blue essence, which gives you money, so... Fucking it up. The grabs in this game are actually pretty fair. It's mainly that the AI will consistently do them when you leave yourself open to them. So you have to, you know, not leave yourself open to them. Whoops! He's just slowly taking out his gun because I'm dicking around. Oh. Okay. You got me. Dude, there's a part coming up in this chapter I gotta point out, because in the Sigma version of this game, they were so lazy. They basically reused some dialogue on an... Oh man, we got another costume. But they reused some dialogue on an NPC in a way that's so fucking stupid, and I'll explain when we get there. Damn it! You can't do a strong attack off that string, so I could have gotten grabbed there. I was kind of screwed. I'm not wanting... Okay, just... I'm not wanting to do the roll thing. I'm thinking I'm using that other sword that had the grab, but I don't have that sword right now. That tingle? I know, right? I should like change my inventory stuff and then save so I don't have to do it again. Oh yeah, that is horrible. Actually, there still are uses for shurikens against these guys. I'll show that in a second. Like right there, that was actually useful because yeah, if you kind of tilt the stick in a direction and hold down the strong attack button, you'll do this instead of going into the air like that, right? So you might want to stay, and there's a lot of reasons you might want to stay on the ground. So if you do that, normally though, you don't have a follow up to this. Like I'll do it and like start mashing the Y button, so you no follow up. And if I smash the weak attack button, you know, the X button, still no follow up. But if you throw a shuriken, then you can start doing stuff immediately. So there's a lot of things like with shurikens like that you can do. Now, it'd be more effective against an enemy that shurikens could actually hit, because then they would, you know, do something, but it's still useful, even though shurikens bounce off these guys. Thankfully, there's a lot of enemies that shurikens work on, but there are a few that they don't. Dude, I like how the Ninja Gaiden Z, which is the only Ninja Gaiden game not made by Team Ninja, and it's the only one on Steam, and it's the worst one ever. Like, it's so bad. Like, as not amazing as Ninja Gaiden 3 can be, it's so much better than Ninja Gaiden Z. Just getting absolutely destroyed right now. Dude, I tell you, you let up for 2 seconds in this game, and you just get beaten down, just like that. Like, oh, you dared to do a weak attack on my shield, did you? No, the shurikens do not put those guys in blockstone. They're just, because they're metal, it just bounces off. Like, it's kind of a unique property. I have got to save after changing things. Guess the game just really wants me to be edgy right now. You can shoot them with arrows, though, if I remember correctly. Arrows still work. That guy is just back there, blasting away. that move! Oh, that could have been bad. I started off with that thing, which is not great. I didn't realize that though. If you do that and just immediately hit the Y button, you go into a strong attack. That's actually really nice. I wonder if you hold down the Y button. Yep, that's awesome. You can do the ground version if you hold down the Y button. That is really cool. That's I love this game, man. I think they're like cyborgs, I guess. That's why they bleed. Either that or they just didn't think about it. They just have generic blood effects. But I'm guessing they were like infused or something. Because they scream, right? So it's like a robotic scream, but you know. They don't explain. It's not like the game tells you what's going on with these guys. But I always kind of assumed they were some kind of cyborg kind of thing. Dude, I am struggling so much with these guys. Holy crap. Their AI is slightly different than the guys on the ship. I don't know, they're really kicking my ass, so. Fuck. Is anyone here familiar with Ninja Gaiden Sigma? Not Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, but the first one. Because I know in the second one, they removed all the blood, and they replaced it with, like, mist, and it's really stupid, but I don't remember if Sigma, the original Sigma, if it does that or not. Like, I can't remember. I'm hoping it doesn't, because I think if they ever put it on PC, we're getting Sigma, and, the mist stuff was pretty stupid, I'm not gonna lie. I wish they would expand. There's so many things they could have done. Like if they put Sigma 1 doesn't replace the blood, well that's good at least. I don't know why they did that in Sigma 2. But if they bring Sigma 1 and 2 to PC, I really hope they make some changes. Like in Sigma 2, they added new playable characters, and they were really flushed out characters that had like really good movesets and all that. But they're only playable in one level. Like, what is wrong with you? And the reason they did that was because Sigma 2 added a co-op mode. But no one plays it, and the game's not really designed for co-op. So, and it's not, you can't play co-op in the story. You play co-op in like these wave-based defense things. And so those characters can be played in the co-op. So that's why they put effort into them. But then if you're just playing the game, you can't play them. Even though the game has like a generic story chapter replay that has no story, it's just gameplay. They should have made them playable in that. And I've always like, why on earth didn't they do that? Yeah, I remember that the co-op mode, if you played it with the AI, the AI was so bad. You were basically having to solo. Except, oh my god, if the AI died, you lost. I forgot about that. Oh my god, that was so frustrating. Who knows, maybe if they bring Sigma 2 out though to PC, people would actually play the co-op. So that could be cool. I could've killed that guy. I messed up there. I killed the grenade guy! Look, dude! Look how aggro that guy got! Like, he was just covering his buddy so hard there. Fucking Christ! Like, those guys don't have shields, so you can get them a bit easier, but yeah, the shield was covering him pretty hard there. I start doing my ult, and there's like, yep, open fire, lads. It's good AI, man. I mean, that's what I would do if I was them. If the guy starts ulting like that, like, yep, he's gonna start shooting them. That probably wasn't worth it, but if you kill them like that, though, they have to drop yellow essence. They can't drop health, which is good if you want to make money. Dude, I love, like, playing this game, but, like, waiting a long time, so I get out of practice. Like, it just makes it so, you know, you gotta learn again, and it makes it, you know, good and hard, so. Every time I come back to this game, I always have such a good time with it. I was gonna counter him. I was like, oh, I'm gonna counter this guy, and he grabs me. Okay, nope. This is not the time to try to counter somebody. Just kill him, for God's sakes. That is not a very effective combo on them. Got my ass kicked for that. I was like, I'm gonna counterattack this guy. He just grabs me. Like, yeah, counter that, jackass. Honestly, if I could play as the trash mobs in this game, I would probably play as one of those robot guys. They're probably my favorite or the Berserker guys. The Berserker guys are awesome. Holy crap, I just got... They just Viva Vendetted me there. Oh my god. Dude, can you stop? Can you like stop shooting me? Put the gun down! This isn't going well. He blocked it. He fucking blocked it! Jesus, dude. These guys, man, the black ones are so tough. The other ones are not a problem at all, but the black guys, they messing around. But yeah, I do think at some point we're gonna get Sigma on PC. I don't think there's any chance we're getting Black, which is unfortunate because Black is my favorite. But Sigma's got like upgraded graphics and stuff, so it's definitely got the mainstream appeal that they're gonna want. So I think that's definitely the one that they would do. Wow. Whoo! See you, Red. Yeah, I think Black is the best package. It's the most like complete, you know, like there are certain things in Sigma that are nice. Like you can jump difficulty easier, you can unlock the mission mode immediately. You know, it's got I think a few extra costumes and stuff, right? And a lot of people criticize the bosses they added, like they're not very good, and I kind of agree. For the most part, they're not that good, but some of them are okay. Like the bosses they added aren't awful. And you know, like Rachel's playable, which is cool, but they put like no effort into her at all, so like her moveset's really basic, so it doesn't really... And oh my god, I just remember it. They like gave her the worst running animation on the planet. You can tell they didn't like put any effort into it. Her running animation looks awful. I need to show that on stream sometime because it's so fucking bad. They actually reduced the number of costumes in Sigma, did they? That's so stupid. Why would you take any out? I guess they didn't want to I guess they had to redo the texture work or something and they just didn't want to. That's probably why. But yeah, Sigma is, you know, I think people exaggerate sometimes and act like it's like such a bad game. It's not. I think Ninja Gaiden Sigma is a very good game. But I do think Black is better. Like Black has better AI, it's got a better like curve. It's just there's so, and like it has puzzles, right? Where Sigma took out all the puzzles and I don't know why they did that. I wouldn't mind them taking out the puzzles if they made it optional, right? You could just like take them out if you wanted to. Because yeah, maybe you're not in the mood to do puzzle stuff, you just want to fight, that's fine. But yeah, the fact that they forcibly take out the puzzles is kind of weird to me. Only has 3 costumes? Really? Yeah, I know Sigma 2 made Rachel like a fully playable character, like way better than she was in Sigma 1, but you only play her in one stage, so it doesn't really matter. I'll have to play Sigma again at some point, just because I don't really remember it super well. But I'll wait until it comes on PC, if it ever does. I should have done, I'm used to doing the drop one because I don't normally lift the black guys. If I do lift somebody, I should do the full thing in the air. Wow. Dude, they are eating me alive right now. Oh yeah, that's right, they made a Vita version. Isn't that one like better? Like they added a few things or something. Dude, I hate though how they like abandoned this franchise. Like, it's such a good franchise, but just basically because Ninja Gaiden 3 was not received well, they just abandoned it. Which is stupid because like Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 sold extremely well, so there was no reason to abandon it just because you made one bad game. I think it's because though then when it sold badly too when they made Ninja Gaiden Z, but again that was a different company and it was such a departure for the series that should be surprised it didn't do well. least when you kick him like that, he's far enough away that he won't grab you. Flat guys. Just like Armored Core. I think they had always intended on kind of taking a break from Armored Core because like Verdict Day was kind of like a love letter to the series in terms of like the music they used and just, you know, them having callbacks to For Answer and everything. But I do think they have plans to revisit it. And they basically said that they do, so I think they just, you know, wanted to work on some other things. And, you know, obviously Armored Core was like their best-selling thing until Souls, but Souls sold so much better than anything they'd ever made that obviously they're kind of focusing on that style of game. They're too smart. They're not going to come at me. There's no way. I forgot that these guys are actually susceptible to this attack. I should probably use it more because it gets through their block. I think it's a strong attack. I'm just so used to... Black made that attack so much less good that I kind of forgot that there are times that it is really good. Yeah, I'm so glad Ninja Gaiden Black nerfed that move. It was so stupid. I remember in the original game, you could just sit there spam it all day and kill everything. It was like the cheese tactic. Yeah, because even if they block it, it guard breaks them, and then you're not near them. Although I guess that could be a bad thing. Yeah, it's pretty effective on these guys. That does not last, though. Fuck, doing the chops instead. Not close enough. Man, look how aggro those guys are, man. They want your blood. But I'm hopeful because Team Ninja has made Neo and Neo 2, and those are pretty similar to Ninja Gaiden from what I've seen in terms of just like core mechanics. Obviously, they have a lot of, you know, RPG stuff shoved in there, which isn't very Ninja Gaiden. But like, you know, the iframes and the way the moves work and stuff, it's a bit more simplified than Ninja Gaiden. But I'm hopeful that they're kind of going to go back to the more hardcore style of stuff instead of what they did with Ninja Gaiden 3. I think if they're on the ground, you can always get the lift thing on them. Whew. Yeah, a lot of the game franchises that are some of my favorites are have been abandoned. You know, Armored Core, Ninja Gaiden. And they're making a new Metroid Prime, I suppose, but I'm not hopeful for that to be a good game at all. I'm actually kind of expecting it to be trash. Hope to be wrong, but I know it's like in development hell. Oh, hi guys! Wait, why am I... This guy's not one of the shield guys. I can just wreck them. Those guys are like target dummies, man. Like, they're still aggro as hell, but like they can't defend themselves much. I can kill this guy with a bow. Floop! Oh god, the other guy's shooting me. These guys, man. Gotta move, gotta move! It sucks. I'm so close to a save point too. If I could just get past that part. This game is so much harder than Dark Souls, dude. Everyone's always going on about Dark Souls being this crazy card game. Dark Souls is not Dark Souls is just a game where it's like you have to respect it, right? You got to take the fight seriously, and you got to, you know, not mash buttons and stuff. But it's not not that hard. It's, you know, it doesn't hold your hand, but it's not hard. Where this game is fucking hard. Like, oh my god. People always saying like Bayonetta is super hard and everything. I'm like, dude, this is nothing. Why do I keep doing that? Yeah, that move is so good if you have the space to do it, because even if they block it, they're guard broken, so then you can get them. I think a lot of people have just never played this game. It's just that's what it comes down to. It's old game, man. So and they don't really make games like it anymore because I know they think people will be mad and they can't. The thing is, every time companies do make games that are a bit harder, and as long as they're well made, people love them. Like seriously, Neo, Dark Souls, and Bloodborne, and Sekiro, those games sell very well, right? There's a real market for games that are actually hard. They need to be hard and fair. That's like the whole thing. So I think there absolutely is a market for it. Like, make a good game. It's okay if it's hard. There's a lot of people like hard games. And they like to, you know, have to work and figure things out. Some people don't. Yeah, sure. You know, it's not the biggest market, but it's definitely a market. And I remember my chat was always memeing on me about Microsoft, what was it, Pinball or whatever, and then I realized I'd actually played it way back in the day. When I actually looked it up, I was like, wait, I've played this before. Hey Ace, what's up, man? I looked at the most delayed hello ever, but you know. Just get literally kicked in the butt there. Did you see that damage? Dude just flip kicked me and ended me. I mean, I get he's made out of metal, but like, shit. Oh, God. There's a grenade guy! Man, they look badass! I just looked at like, I never looked at their color scheme that much, but they look awesome! I just get off my dick! Oh my god, dude! Bloodthirsty maniacs. No, I don't think I have the drop yet. I think you get that soon, though. That move is so OP. Sometimes it's like, you know, really worth using, but I try not to like spam it because it's pretty busted and it's not that fun to use it constantly. But I don't even have it yet, so. Although there are plenty of enemies it doesn't work on, like straight up. There's a lot of enemies you can't even lift. Okay. Yeah, the tornado drop. Yeah, you get like iframes, so it's really good. Lifting is just good if you can lift the enemy, because it gets you away from the other enemies because now you're in the air, right? So, but there are a lot of enemies that you can't do it to. You start fighting a lot of bigger. You fight like some dinosaur guys and stuff, and they're like little mini T-Rexes. You can't do much with them and stuff. I actually love those guys though, because like, you have to like keep track of their tail and stuff. They're really fun. God damn it! Dude, they know, like, they know if you're charging your ult and you're at a distance away, they'll just take out their gun and, fuck. Well, I literally got the health back, but I could use that health for an ult if I had, not gotten hit there. Honestly, having an air, wow, he had a teleport device. But having shurikens for them would be nice at this point, because I don't have like the combos for the sword later, and so like that doing that would be really good if I could do a shuriken and then keep hitting them. The other ones respawn because of that. Feels Genshin Impact, by the way. I should have used that for an ult. He's still alive, are you kidding me? I thought he was dead. I was gonna say that for an ult, but there's no reason to. Okay. Keep dying here. We could just run past these guys, but there's loot. See? I need to kill that one. I need to get him where I can shoot him and the gun guy can't shoot me. The problem is I don't think there's ever a time you can shoot that guy and he can't shoot you, so... Gotta have good aim. I don't have good aim. Can I have a grenade launcher? Can I just have one of those? I feel like that's fair. God! Like, if you start stun locking him, you can, oh my god. No, Billy the Kid over here. Okay. This never goes well. No, get off the... No, get... You know... no, get down. Okay. I try not to heal a lot, but, you know... They're here to be used, right? They're here to be used. Yeah, yeah, this part is so much easier in Sigma because you can just jump over to that guy and do the air shot, thing. I remember that. It's a lot easier. There are some better strategies for this, I'm sure. I don't really remember them, but, dude, he just starts spamming! Nice noob tube! God damn it, dude! Did you see that? Normally you fire like 2 or 3 shots at a time. He was just like, oh, he's on my buddy. Open fire! Like, which is, you know, what I would do, but, only because they don't have friendly fire. If they had friendly fire, then that obviously wouldn't normally work. This guy's playing God. Okay, let's see here. I can't remember if you can climb this thing without him getting you. So far, so good, because yeah, the shots would just drop off, so they don't blow up on impact. Man, I wish he was playable, dude. That is, I love that design and like the color scheme. That's a good use of like tan and orange and stuff. You don't see that often. Hard to make those colors work, but they're looking pretty good there. All right, probably the hardest part in the chapter. That's why I like Lady in DMC 4, you can just use guns. It's actually pretty fun. They did a really good job with that character. Like on the surface, you can just stay back and shoot things, but you can beat everything super easy if you do things like that. But she had a lot of like cool mechanics with like, you know, buffering like the shotgun charge shots and stuff like that, and that was really cool. Yeah, he was nice and he waited for me. Yeah, that would have been pretty funny if you put the RPG down and started just blasting with the handgun. I would have been wrecked. This is me in a few years. Okay, cannot upgrade that again. It's does anyone remember, are you allowed to farm your ass off and upgrade this thing to the max before leaving this chapter? Because if you are, there's a few of those like, I don't know what they're called, but like those like walls that you can destroy with a heavy weapon. You could theoretically get a heavy weapon like way earlier if you did that, you know, the cricket bat. And you could get access to that stuff earlier. Now you're limited in upgrades. Damn. Yeah, I guess it's right. You can't upgrade this thing to level 3 yet. So I guess they just do the same thing for the wooden sword. That sucks. But I can see why they do that. Yeah, I remember this is really good. I'm trying to remember how you do it. I think you like jump. It's like A and X at the same time when you jump at someone or something like that. But yeah, you can like throw somebody and decapitate them. It's kind of awesome. Sanson throw, pretty much. Oh yeah, midway through the jump. Yeah, I kind of remember that. It's kind of hard to do, but there are certain enemies that are really susceptible to it, and you can kind of just wreck them. So in the original game, this guy had nunchucks on him, where... Actually, you know what? I think he might still have nunchucks on him on lower difficulty. It's just in higher difficulty, you start with the nunchucks. These things are so inspired by Bruce Lee, by the way. It's really obvious. I don't know, how do you do that one attack? I haven't used these in a while. Actually, they might not be able to do the attack I'm thinking of. Yeah, they can't do it. Because I know you get like the nunchucks with blades on them later, and they have a more expansive moveset. Which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, the nunchucks are simple as hell, dude. They're still fun though. I mean, who doesn't enjoy nunchucks? I honestly kind of wish these had the same moveset though, just so you could use them if you wanted to. It kind of sucks that they limited the moveset like that. They're good for killing ghost fish though, oh my god. Oh, here we go. Nope, no! As soon as I went for the black guy, I knew I was gonna be fucked there. Fuck! Fuck, and I didn't save! God damn it! Oh, that's brutal! Yeah, nunchucks are so you get a high hit count, and then also I want to say on Master Ninja, you fight ghost fish in like a mimic chest a lot earlier, and so it's really handy to have them for that. But yeah, you can get really high hit count stuff and make a lot of money with them. I want to say I'll use them real quick, but I want to say these guys I don't think nunchucks are very effective on them, which is reasonable because you know they're metal. Actually, did alright. Not sure about these guys though. Well, yeah. Well, okay. I need to follow that up with something better. That's the main problem. It ain't that bad. That move's not so good though, just compared to the other one. Yep, I should have blitzed through and saved, or even backtracked and saved. That's what I probably should have done, is after I did that one really hard part, I should have backed up and saved. I didn't think I would die though. Like, there's not much hard combat until the next save point after that one part, but I you know, I found a way, so. Yeah, they're really good on higher difficulties on covering their teammates. Like, they really don't let you just, you know, go to ham on somebody. So, the nice thing about these here is just the fact that if you do a normal attack, they're in block stun for so long, you have plenty of time to get a heavy attack off to break their guard, so you don't get grabbed. I don't remember if this breaks guards. It's considered a weak attack, so maybe not, but I don't know. Damn it, I almost had it. Okay, really messing it up right now. I want to say once those guys drop their grenade launcher, they can't pick it up again. So you don't have to kill them if you want to focus on someone else. Honestly, I'm not hating the nunchucks early game. Like, I know they're inferior to, like, that one weapon that you get later, but this isn't that bad. I kind of remember them being worse, but no, they're fine. I'm not good with them, but that ain't the weapon's fault. Probably wasn't worth it. No, that does not break. That absolutely does not break. Fucking up like crazy! Yeah, they're in catacombs, I remember. I know a lot of people, that's their favorite weapon. They are really nice. Like, you could totally use them as your main weapon if you wanted to. And you can totally use the staff as your main weapon. But, honestly, I think the staff's kind of OP. It's not even, like, how to put this? It's skill to power. Like, it's really easy to do. It's, like, broken stuff. Like, all the weapons have ways you can cheese the game. But, it's really easy to do the staff's, cheese. Staff does have some really cool attacks, though. You're basically a Lancer, which is kind of cool. Holy crap, he's comboing! I don't know why I did that. I could not tell you why I just did that. I cannot justify myself there. It's Chad. At some point, I'm gonna progress. At some point, we're gonna get farther. Okay. Big boy pants, big boy pants. He's still alive! I thought he was dead! Damn it, dude. Imagine if she accidentally hit you with one of those. Like, you just come around the corner and you get one in the eye. She's playable too in the second game, but only for one level. And then fully playable in the third game. And she can throw those except they explode, which is kind of funny. If I remember correctly, she has some pretty wild combos. A lot of spinning the stick, if I remember correctly. Well, that was effective. Like, I had like 1 health and I just could not get through his guard. Good old Zeke. Yeah, you have exploding shurikens in this game, but you have ammo. You can only use a few of them, where her thing was like she had an unlimited amount of them, but she couldn't use regular shurikens either, so... Yeah, she's Beyblade. Yeah, it's accurate. Honestly, the other playable characters are really cool. It's just a shame that they're never playable in this game, right? Because this is the really good one. Sigma 2 ain't so bad though. It's just pretty good. Oh my god, dude! The flip kick, it catches you out if you're like roll jumping, and then it does half your life. Yeah, I knew everyone was waiting for that death. Yeah, I forgot. If you die, I think it's only on normal mode. I might be wrong, but I think if you play this game on normal mode and you die in the tutorial a lot, the female ninja her name escapes me. It starts with an A. But anyway, she'll basically give you the option to play I'm a bitch mode, and she basically like takes over for you and makes the game crazy easy. You have to like wear pink ribbons or something like that. It's basically a hidden easy mode. It's like you can unlock easy mode if you die a lot on normal mode, and then I think it's optional though. Like you can refuse. And she's basically like, "You're a bitch. I'm gonna have to take over." It's pretty funny. She gives you like these bracelets or something that are pink, but they give you like I don't remember what they do, but they make the game a lot easier. And you actually get an easy mode where their enemies are easier and have less health and everything. I'm getting destroyed. I've got to stop doing that. Every time I do that, I thought it was far enough away that I wouldn't get grabbed, but apparently not. Actually, I'll show it off at some point. You just die a bunch of normal mode, I think. So there is a massive difficulty spike between hard mode and very hard mode. But hard mode is still, you know, it's a game, right? You know, you can't be a bitch, right? And I remember Tusk knew nothing about this game series. Nothing. And I got him to play the tutorial on hard mode. And it took him so long to beat it. But he did beat it, and he didn't bitch out. And he, you know, because he didn't know the game, he didn't know the controls, he didn't know anything. But yeah, he figured it out. Yeah, it took him a few hours, if I remember correctly. It took quite a while. Normal mode and hard mode, though, are definitely a lot more reasonable. Like, they're hard, they're hard, but they're not quite as punishing and brutal and whatnot. So they're good to kind of get used to the game. You'd think the hard difficulty jump would be from normal mode to hard mode, and you know there is one, but it's not that much harder. Oh my god! Every time I do that, dude, it's like I already know what he's gonna do. He's gonna get grabbed in the face. Game journalist mode, yeah. Pretty much though, I would have loved that if this game came out more in the modern day, because I'm sure a lot of journalists would have done that and then also been mad that the game made fun of them. I hate that makes you stop running. Don't want to do that. It's starting moving those guys. Oh my god! Those guys don't let you. If they got an opportunity to grab you, they're gonna fucking grab you. Like, oh, he's open. Hyper remote. Yeah, there's always that guy in like a fighting game or something, or an RPG or whatever, that says some bullshit about like, oh, your guard's open, right? But it's not. It's like generic gameplay. It's like just dumbass dialogue where it's like, you're open, I can see it or whatever. But these guys are actually that, right? Like, you're open and they fucking see it and they're all over you, right? They don't let one slip by. They're what that like RPG guy wishes he was, right? Thankfully I didn't get wrecked on that one. Like, dude, when they know you're like vulnerable, right, like that, and you're trying to get distance, they just start. They're on you like a hawk, man. From Software Soul acknowledges Elden Ring is still a thing. Miyazaki, please. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's canceled or anything, right? It's. I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually, but the thing is, if you actually look at FromSoft's history, they always keep games close to their chest. The only time we get a lot of information about a game before it's launched from them is when Bamco, you know, is in charge of like the marketing and everything. But Bamco has given FromSoft a lot more freedom since, you know, FromSoft, I mean, literally, FromSoft must be so happy. If you look at basically every publisher now, because Activision worked with them. Activision is normally like the corporate overlord, right? But Activision didn't do shit. They were like, nope, we'll just let them do what they do. We don't understand it, just work your magic, right? Most publishers now let FromSoft do whatever the fuck they want because they have such a good reputation and everyone knows that their games are very specific and after a certain market. And so most publishers are smart enough now to shut the fuck up and let FromSoft do whatever they want. That must be such a nice position to be in because very few publishers or developers get that where they're kind of have a reputation like that and the publishers know to, you know, shut the hell up. Yeah, Bamco went pretty hard on this game's hard marketing. That's where some of that comes from. And the thing is, I get it. Honestly, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, those are really hard games for a lot of people because a lot of people that played it had never played a game that didn't hold their hand. It's really rare. There really aren't a lot of games in the modern era that don't hold your fucking hand and make the game like where anybody can beat it even if you're a fucking moron. Speaking of being a moron. And so it was one of the first games I think a lot of people, especially younger people, had played where the game was just like, yep, they just throw you to the dogs, figure it out for yourself, jackass, right? And so for a lot of people, it was crazy difficult. But yeah, because Demon Souls had gotten a reputation for being this really hard game, even though it really is, it's not. Demon Souls is the easiest Souls game, like big time. But anyway, it had that reputation, and Bamco really played that up with the marketing for Dark Souls, like big time. But it worked. You can say what you like, but it worked. I mean, they're partially responsible for FromSoft's success because, and I'm sure that's a part of why FromSoft works with them so much. FromSoft has had no qualms with working with Bamco at all. And I'm sure it's because Bamco lets them do what they want, and they've had a good business relationship. So, because yeah, Dark Souls was ungodly successful. It had a crazy small budget, right? It was a very cheap game to make, but it made massive profits, right? So I think both parties were very happy with that arrangement, and they've obviously worked with each other a lot since. So. Yeah, and Souls games really are overrated, though, in my opinion, in terms of difficulty. They're not overrated in terms of being a good game. They're great games, right? Because there's a lot more to them than just the difficulty. And also, a big thing about Souls games is a lot of the difficulty comes into figuring them out, is trying to understand them. Once you understand them, executing's not too bad. Ninja Gaiden is probably harder to understand, and then the execution is so much harder on everything. I understand these enemies very well. I know their AI, I know their moves, you know, they don't surprise me. But they still beat the fucking tar out of me because, you know, this executing in this game is an extremely difficult thing to do. Where in Souls games, it's extremely simple to execute what you want. And I guess that's a good thing to a degree. So, I mean, I honestly think Dark Souls is a masterpiece game. It's fucking amazing, but it's not my favorite game in terms of pure gameplay by any means, but it is, you know, still good. I'm not bored if I play a Souls game, you know, none at all. And in terms of world design, music, characters, you know, they blow Ninja Gaiden out of the water. So, like, no question. Ain't nobody playing this game for a deep, enthralling story, right? That's not the point. I actually stand by this. This Ninja Gaiden story gets worse as it goes. At the beginning, it's kind of simple and basic, and it's not even in the way that much. And then as the game goes on, it just starts getting stupider and more in your face, and like it's like, why is this here? And they're just bad, like really bad. The only good thing about the story in this game is Doku. He's like the one light in the tunnel. Dude, their flip kick is literally their flip kick is probably the move they do the least, and they basically do it when you're too close to them and you're spamming this shit all the time, right? You're like, oh, I'm gonna just roll, jump, and they just flip kick you, right? Like that's like that move is like designed for like make this ninja get on his ass button, basically. Are you fucking kidding me with that? Okay. No, God, he should have grabbed me there, but I fucking did the stupid kick thing. Okay, one of them needs to die. I'm trying to do that one. I actually think if I bother to execute properly, this is one of the harder combos to do, but if I do this properly, this is probably one of the better ways to get them. Because, like, they don't do well against this, right? Like, even if they block it, it guards breaks them for a while. The problem is you can't follow it up with anything. But if you do this and that, then you can just go into their guard break, right? So that's probably one of the more effective ways of dealing with them. And then obviously the Flying Sparrow move, you know, that one's really effective too. Dude, I'm kind of worried that people are going to get overhyped for Demon's Souls. A lot of people have never played Demon's Souls, and I'm telling you, it's just not that good of a game. It's not. I hate to say that. It has great atmosphere. It is phenomenal atmosphere. The atmosphere is great. The music's great. The characters are great. The armor is really cool. Like, I have plenty of good things to say about Demon's Souls, but if you've played Sekiro, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls, it's going to really let you down in terms of gameplay. It's a lot more basic. Like, it's a lot more fucking basic than the other games. And like difficulty-wise, it's really not that hard. Like if you have experience with Souls games, it's just going to be fucking easy. It's gonna be really fucking easy. Oh, those guys are so tanky, man. See, here's the thing about Sekiro. It's so different from the other games, you have to relearn everything, right? I actually don't think Sekiro is harder than like Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne at all. I think actually Bloodborne is way harder. The difference is Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne are all very similar games. So if you figured them out, you figured them out, right? If you've played like Dark Souls 1 and 2 and you've just mastered the shit out of them, when you go into Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3, that carries over quite a bit. And it's going to make the game a lot easier for you. Whereas Sekiro is just, it's so different, right? It's got similarities, sure. It's obviously a FromSoft game. but mechanically, it's not a Souls game, right? Mechanically, it's just not. It's just so different. It's not really harder. Like, what's actually there isn't any more technically challenging at all, I would say. But because it's a completely different beast, and people are so used to Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, that it catches them with their pants down, and they're just not used to it being so different. Which is good. That's good game design on their part, in my opinion, because, again, a big part of those games is figuring them out. That's like, the discovery is fun. That's also why I hate fucking backseating. Like, seriously, can you imagine if you play Sekiro and you have some asshole in your chat just like, oh, do this, do that, do this, oh, these enemies are really susceptible if you do this thing and that thing. That ruins the whole thing. Like, the whole thing is figuring out when is it smart to do this system or that system. The weirdest thing for me was having a reasonable time going through Dark Souls 1 and then Dark Souls 2 release, and it kicks the shit out of me. The reasons I can't explain. Wait, what game kicks the shit out of you? What are you talking about? Yeah, I've seen a lot of camps on which one's the hardest. In my opinion, I think it's probably Bloodborne, but I see so different. It's different people like struggle more with different ones. I've seen a lot of people struggle with Sekiro more than any of them. And then some people struggle with Bloodborne more than any of them. But then some people are already used to like the way you need to play in Bloodborne, which is more dodge-based, right? And then Bloodborne's not a problem for them at all. I actually have a harder time beating very hard mode than Master Ninja or whatever it's called. There's almost no difference. I always say this. Very hard mode and Master Ninja are almost the same difficulty mode. It's very mildly different. But there's a world of a difference between hard mode and then very hard mode and Master Ninja mode. Like, that jump to the last two difficulties is huge. So huge. But I really do have a harder time with very hard mode just because, like, the windmill shuriken guys I think are harder to deal with for me than the incendiary ninjas are. And there's just a few other enemy changes here and there that I just find very hard mode harder, but they're very similar. Like, you can beat one, you can beat the other, like, for sure. Really messing up this jump right now. Might just Nimpo this guy, honestly. Fuck. I don't know if you can do it with this sword, but I know you can jump farther when you do like that. I think it's like that, and then you do that, and I think you can also throw a shuriken. There's like all kinds of like little things you can do to make your jump slightly better. There we go. That worked. Although it didn't kill him because he fell off, so I didn't shoot him, but I got him off the goddamn platform. Although I'm finding that not as helpful as I might have hoped. Thankfully, this man is a gentleman. He's that guy from, what is it? Princess's Bride, right? Waits for the guy to climb up the mountain without attacking him, right? Oh, man, oh, shit! He busted out the pistol there, and I fell off too soon. We might actually be in trouble now. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to use the bow. I spoke too soon about this man being a gentleman. Yeah, I hate that Bloodborne didn't come out on PC. That was really, and it's also locked at 30 frames per second. I'm sure at some point, they probably are gonna release, like, you know, a better version of Bloodborne. Maybe on PS5, honestly. Fuck. Oh, that guy kind of tore into me there. Yeah, I think at some point they're going to re-release Bloodborne. It'll be 60 frames per second and all that nonsense, but probably PS only. I might buy a PS5. At some point, I want to be able to play, you know, Bloodborne and all that kind of stuff. I'm not that hyped about Demon Souls, though. Like, honestly, I would be way more hyped for Demon Souls if they were changing it. If they're like, okay, we're going to really spruce it up, you know, make it harder. But it's just, Demon Souls is so basic, man. It is such a vanilla game in terms of gameplay that I just can't really get excited for Demon Souls, but with a new coat of paint. I can get excited for playing Demon Souls again. Sure, okay, fucking... But like, if you know, I could... Any reason I'd want to go back and replay Demon Souls, I would just play the original. I don't care about graphics that much, right? So it's like the fact that the gameplay is exactly the same, I'm like, well, why do I need to even bother then? I'll just play normal Demon Souls. So, yeah, I'm not really happy about them not sprucing things up. I guess the multiplayer could be fun, although I've always said Demon's Souls had the worst multiplayer out of all of them. Like, it was the least balanced, and it was just trash. New space for PS5? Yeah, I got literally a whole house. And it used to be a whole house just to myself, but then I let Tusk move in with me, but I still have plenty of space. It's no problem. I just don't want to spend that much money. I don't really play consoles much, right? If a game is on console and on PC, I want to play it on PC, right? So you have to have a million exclusives that I really care about for me to want to buy a console. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, I wouldn't buy one for a while. If you try to get one now, it's gonna cost you a fortune. I ain't bothering with that. Obviously, if you want to like get them stream views, you know, you got to play Demon's Souls day one, right? But I actually am happier when I don't have. Whenever I play a new game like that and I get a lot of like unwanted attention, you just have so many assholes in chat like trying to backseat and everything. I am so okay with showing up to parties late. Like I'd rather stay a small stream forever and just not have to deal with that. Like, it's way better that way for me, so. Like, to some degree, you know, to keep your stream alive, you have to bring in new people from time to time. And of course, new people can be great, right? But when you play like a new game, like I remember when Monster Hunter World came to PC, oh my god. You had all the people that played console trying to show off in chat and wouldn't shut the fuck up. And that game just had such an elitist player base. It was awful, dude. That is such an amazing game, but that was one of the worst. I've said this before. That was like the worst streaming experience I've ever had. It was streaming Monster Hunter World. Such a great game, but just so many elitist assholes that it just. That's why I just stopped streaming. I played it a bunch off stream with like my friends and stuff, but that was awful, dude. Like that was a miserable experience. Like it was just non-stop backseating and people saying you should use this weapon instead of that weapon, and oh wow, you're playing this way, what a noob, and blah 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 blah. You should do this and that, and spoilers everywhere. It was. No matter how many times I told him to shut the fuck up, it wouldn't end, right? So it was just like, okay. That was just like a miracle, though, like, game for, like, it being bad, because, I don't mean the game being bad, I mean, like, the community, because, you know, more hardcore games like that kind of attract people to behave that way anyway, and then because it had already been out on, console, you already had, like, an established community that already knew what they were doing, and they were just trying to show off, basically. I was like, well, I don't know why this room is giving me so much trouble and I keep doing the wrong drop attack. Because compared to the stuff earlier, this isn't that bad. Look at the damage on that! Like I said, we kept flipping around, man. They just end you with that kick there. There's another... I'm playing like a bitch right now, but I don't want to risk dying. Holy crap! I just threw health away, by the way. So there's a really hard fight if you go up to the roof. They're not too hard when you know how to beat them, but I don't remember how to beat them. So I don't know if I want to go up there yet. I want the goddamn save point. Wait, why do you need a new PC for? Are you like, if you want like a really top of the line one, sure, but I don't think it's like necessary right now by any means. I think the key's in here, and this, like the save point's actually like right where we are, but it's locked. So I did not remember this part being this brutal though. This is one of the longest stretches you have to go without a save point. This is tough, man. Oh yeah, you can't go in that way right now. This might be a mimic. I hope it's not. Okay, it's not. We're good. It's actually like a save your ass button there. There's enemies in there later in the game, but not right now. Okay. Oh, these sons of bitches. Oh, hey, it's an incendiary guy. They're quite tough. They're not. I don't think they're as tough as the windmill guys, but they can still fuck you up. They're basically the black ninjas, but worse. Or stronger. That'd be the better way of wording that. This opens the door, which gives us a save point. But you have to fight some guys. No, actually, I don't think you do have to fight guys. There's those guys down there, but screw them. Okay, this is the part I was talking about. Sigma handles this part of the game so badly. So let me save here. Oh wait, hold on. So this, you should pay attention to the dialogue, right?
You have a ticket for the party? Now, I'm sorry, sir, but you're gonna need one to get in.
Okay, so this guy's obviously a bouncer, right? And he's kind of like, he sounds a bit dumb, let's be real. Like, they didn't exactly want that guy to sound intelligent. Because this is, I guess you consider this a puzzle, because Sigma wanted the game to be more streamlined and they took all the puzzles out, but they couldn't be bothered to like put in effort, like, you know, doing new voice acting, anything like that. This part is so stupid in Sigma. Basically, the bouncer's not here and you can just walk right into the bar, right? But what they do is, when you get to this part, remember those guys on the airship, the guys with like the masks and everything, right? There's some of those guys here on motorcycles, and they're like a new enemy type on motorcycles for some fucking reason. And one of them just says that, you know, do you have an invitation to the party line? But it's not a new voice actor. They take this line from that guy and just put it on one of those dudes from like the military guys from the ship. And he just says it to you as like a taunt or something, right? It's so out of place. It's so bad. Like, it is unbearably bad. Like, it's so obvious, like, how out of place it is. Like, why did you do that? They should have just had him say nothing, and it would have been better, right? But, oh, God, it's bad, dude. I remember when I first saw that in Sigma, I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me with this. I don't remember if this thing's good or not, because I don't think you can cancel with it. No, you can. Can you start attacking again? Not as fast. So, I mean, it does more damage. There's some enemies I think it's good for, but the cancel on these is definitely better. You can attack again much faster. It is nice, though, that you can cancel with it. Like, at least they let you do that. It might be good for those black guys, but I'd imagine it bounces off them. I'm pretty sure that kind of weapon just doesn't work on them. To be Predator, though, with that thing. Okay, we saved. We're not, if we die, it's not the end of the fucking world now, so I can go up top, and if I fail, it's no big deal. Crap. Wait. It healed me instead of giving me an ult. I don't know what happened there. One thing I'll give Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma is it's still a pretty hardcore game, right? Like, it's not like Ninja Gaiden 3 where it's like way more mainstream. And it has really nice animations. Like, in terms of graphics and like cool combat animations, it's basically this game but better. Like, it's just straight up. Like, some of its ult animations are amazing in the second game. And honestly, a lot of the ult animations in the third game look really good. It's just that game is kinda whack. Trying to do the flying thing there, but... Okay. I should have saved that one for an ult. That would actually have made this next part a lot easier. That would have, like, wrecked them. Oh, it's them! And I messed it up. So if you get stuck on one of those, you can use iframes, like certain ones of your attacks, for not to blow up and murder you. Well, it feels like the Fortress again. Feels just like the Ninja Fortress again. I swear to God, on very hard mode and on Master Ninja mode, the Ninja Fortress at the start of the game, I swear it's one of the hardest. I'm not kidding, it's the goddamn tutorial, but I swear it's one of the hardest levels in the game. Did I not save? Oh God, did I not save when I was at the point? Or did I save on a different file? What did I do here? Did I not save? I either didn't save or I saved on a different... I didn't save. Oh my god. Why didn't I save? I so thought I saved. You didn't say... Yeah, I got that. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Alright, I'll give it one or two more goes, but then I think I'm gonna wrap up. I hate to, like, make so little progress, but... what do you want from me? It's a hard game, man. How did I not save, dude? How did I not save? I don't understand. Also, I played this game every few years, right? I take a few years break from it, and then I like to play it from time to time, right? I don't normally struggle this much with this part of the game. I guess it's just because I'm older now, right? You get older and slower at everything, right? But I don't ever really remember struggling with this part of the game. I always kind of felt like I know these enemies pretty well, so I can kind of deal with it. I guess I'm just stupid now. I don't know. Either that or I'm like just really forgetting good ways to deal with these. I just do not remember struggling with the armored black guys so much. And I remember I streamed this last time I played it a few years ago, and I remember I went through this part pretty easily. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I guess getting older, you know. Dude, I'm not even kidding. I will totally play this game if I'm still alive and able. I'm totally gonna play this game when I'm like 80, right? Like I'll be like, oh, I haven't played this in like 5 years. Let's see how we do, right? And it'll be crazy fucking hard then. Although I tell you, I hate to say this, it's depressing, but there's a good chance I'm either not gonna live that long. I have a lot of health problems that I could easily die before that. And also I might go blind, which I'm gonna hate that so much, dude. I don't mean to bitch, but like, I do not want to go blind because there's so many things that I enjoy that you can't enjoy, right? Like, you know, I'm so into like, I like animation and like looking at different animation styles and video games and everything. You can't do that if you're blind, so that would really suck. But yeah, I have a lot of eye problems that it's... My eye doctor's really good though, and he's been really vigilant and keeping note on everything, and right now I'm good, but there are possibilities that something he's told me though that gives me a lot of hope is, since I was young, because he's been my eye doctor my whole life, when I was young, a lot of the problems I had, there was just no answer to with technology, right? My eyes are just too messed up, but like that technology is getting better, and like science is just advancing a lot. And so by the time I get to the age, and like unfortunately my eye doctor, he's kind of an older guy now, and he's saying he's probably not going to be around when this happens, but when I get to the age where it might be a real problem, where I might go blind, by then he thinks there's a good chance that the technology and medicine will have advanced, that it probably won't happen. So that's really comforting. So I'm always rooting for science on that front, so. Because, you know, like, there's things to enjoy in life if you're blind, obviously. You know, a lot of people live fulfilling and interesting lives that are blind, but I'm so into things like animation and video games and storytelling and stuff that I would be so pissed if I was blind, so I'm very hopeful that does not happen. The technology, man, people always give it a hard time, but it's accomplished so much for us, like, so many good things. God, I didn't want to do that attack! Whew. Honestly, legit, at some point, we probably are going to have a way to have robotic eyes, for real. Like, that kind of technology is probably possible from what I've seen. Like, we're kind of far off from it now, but that probably will happen. That'd be cool if I could have, like, good eyesight. 'Cause I've never had good eyesight. Like, even with my glasses, I can't see shit, so... If I ever could just randomly have good eyesight technology, that'd be awesome. I'd be down for that. I haven't seen my eye doctor in a while, though. I should probably do that. Yeah, losing eyesight's scary, yeah. Sucks, man. Yeah, I have so many different eye problems at the same time because, like, my mother has a eye stigma that just, like, makes it hard for her to see and stuff without glasses, and I inherited that. And then I was also born prematurely, so I have underdeveloped eyes, and through that I have a lazy eye, and I'm nearsighted, and I'm farsighted in the other eye. So I'm nearsighted, farsighted, and I have a stigma, and I have a lazy eye. So it's like great. But you know, it could be a lot worse. A lot of people are literally born blind, right, or go blind when they're very young and stuff like that. So I really can't bitch, right? I can, you know, with you know, glasses and stuff, I can't see great, but I can see, right? I'm able to play this video game right now. I can see the colors and everything, so I'm pretty lucky, really. Okay, come on. I could go back and save now, but I want to at least beat this part. Ooh, oh shit, look at that damage. Look at that. That is nuts. Like, that is so nuts. It does like 75% of your freaking life. Yeah, that's why I can't drive a car. You are correct, boy. Also, I have like a lot of sensitivity to light and stuff. Like, literally, if I'm in someone else's car and it's like nighttime and there's a lot of like lights on, it like blinds me. Like, it's so, I can't keep my eyes open. Like really bright lights at night like mess me up really bad. So, not a big surprise I'm not allowed to drive. But for some reason, I'm allowed to ride a bike. But, you know, I probably shouldn't, but I kind of have to operate in society, so. I'm really fucking careful when I bike, though. And if I'm having any vision problems, I just pull over. Like, if there's, like, lights in an area that's a problem, I just pull over and walk my bike for a second. Normally, it's not a problem, though. Like, thankfully, my city is actually really good about being bike-friendly and stuff, and there's a lot of like just bike routes I can take where if it's nighttime there's not like there's lights so I can see, you know, like real good, but they're not like crazy, you know, bright neon bullshit, so it doesn't like blind me or anything. So really it's not really a problem when I'm biking for the most part, and there's not a lot of other people biking and stuff, so I just don't have, you know, to deal with any like fucked up situations really. Although everyone that drives a car fucking hates you for riding a bike, and you have to deal with that all the time. You basically have to assume everyone hates. Like, it's crazy. You'll be on a bike and you have the right of way, like 100%, and people are like mad. I see constantly. This is such a thing when you're biking. Like, I really try to be a good biker. I don't do stupid shit. I don't, you know, a lot of bikers like break the law constantly and do dumb crap. I don't do that. Like, but. Dude, if you're in any situation where you have the right of way over a car, so many drivers get mad. They don't like it and they don't want to respect it. Like, you see that all the time. And there's a lot of drivers that aren't like that, of course. But almost every time I bike, you'll run into at least one asshole when you're biking. It's crazy, dude. Like, it's really obnoxious. Like, people are like offended you have to share the road with you. Even though they act like, which is so funny because roads were actually not created for cars, by the way. Roads were actually created for walking. And then over time, and then walking and cars, and then over time, automobile companies started doing a lot of like PR stuff to like shame people for walking on roads and stuff. And then it kind of just became the norm to only use them for cars. But yeah, roads were never invented for automobiles only. That was not a thing. Yeah, I always I try my best to stay out of the way of cars. You know, if there's a bike lane, I use the bike lane, all that kind of stuff. But anytime you have the fucking right of way, because even if you're in a bike lane, you sometimes you'll have to turn and stuff, and you'll go through another lane of traffic or whatever, and there'll be times because of the lights or whatever where you have the right of way, and oh my god, people fucking hate it. And I get it. There are, you know, people that bike that are twats, like 100%. But I'm not, and a lot of people aren't. Like, I'm crazy responsible because I kind of assume everyone. When I'm biking, I basically assume everyone thinks I'm invisible, right? So I kind of just play as cautiously as possible. Oh yeah, speed bumps. Thankfully, my most of the roads where I live are in pretty good shape, and they kind of keep up with them, so it's not too big of an issue. Yeah, I know some cities that are not like that. I gotta try some new combos on these guys. Holy crap, dude. I do not want to fucking die again. Dude, these guys just have iron defense, man. Like, they've been practicing the defense. Gotta say, that move is pretty effective on them, though. You just gotta have the space to do it. Should have saved that for an ult. I have not played Horizon Zero Dawn, but when I've seen of it, and I may be mistaken, but the reason I've never played it is one, I think it was originally PS, like, 4 only, and I only have a PS3. I don't find consoles to be a good, like, use of my money, so. But also because, from what I had seen of it, it seemed like a lot of mainstream games where, you know, it's just not gonna be that mechanically complex, and it's like, you know, it's a lot. I'm not going to criticize, but I find overwhelmingly most mainstream video games in the modern era are style over substance. They're more about like getting people immersed in like, oh, I'm a badass this or that, and they're not that mechanically deep, right? You don't really have to. And when it comes to video games, I fucking love, you know, good mechanics. I'm so mechanically driven. And sure, I enjoy aesthetics and all that stuff too. But most mainstream games, they don't interest me even a little bit because they're just fucking boring. And when I saw that game, it just kind of looked like another mainstream AAA game. That's what it looked like to me. Just like it's another game where it's a lot of style over substance. It didn't look like it didn't have any substance, but it didn't look like it had a lot of meat on its bones because most video games don't. And those kind of games just don't ever interest me very much. Yeah, I guess they do have literal iron defense. They are, or maybe steel. They're probably made out of steel, I would think. You're pretty hard pressed to find people making things out of iron like that anymore. But I never actually played the game, so I could be wrong. Maybe it's one of the few mainstream games that's actually got a lot of stuff to it. I find video games these days, they jump through hoops to basically make the player think what their decisions they're making matter, and that make them think that the game is like interesting, but they're not. Most video games today, literally anyone can beat them. Literally anyone can beat them. And I don't mean anyone that puts in the effort or pays attention. Literally anyone that plays Assassin's Creed games is going to beat them, right? They're designed to be very easily beaten and be so much style over substance, right? They're just designed to be that way. Now, a lot of people don't mind because they like the how do I put it? They like the atmosphere. They like the kind of just living the fantasy of being a badass assassin and everything. And that's great. You know, people that get into that, that's fine. I just don't. I don't get into games that way, right? Like, I need the gameplay to be good, or I'm going to be bored out of my mind. It's two different dialogue options, same result. It's that, but for gameplay, right? It's like, it doesn't matter if you do a strong attack or a weak attack. It doesn't matter if you do XXX or you do XXY. It doesn't matter, right? So many video games now are like that, and that's why I like Ninja Gaiden, because it matters if you do XXX or if you do XXY or if you do XY. These things have a massive difference on what happens, right? Like, if you just randomly click buttons in this game, you're gonna die miserably, and I prefer that because it makes you figure out, okay, what is this combo good for? Okay, what is this combo good for? There's meaning to your actions, and I find that a lot more fun. Now, that's just me, and it's not an objective thing. Like, what I'm saying is not like this is just a better game. Some people are gonna hate Ninja Gaiden, and rightfully so. Some people, they might enjoy a mechanical game, but not one this fucking hard, right? And they might enjoy a good story, and actually I do enjoy good stories too, but you know, this game's story is trash. It's trash, right? There's all kinds of reasons to criticize this game. It doesn't have the best camera. That's a very valid reason not to like this game. There's a million reasons to not enjoy this game, right? It's a lot of subjective stuff. But what I find is the video game industry as a whole does not make games up my alley very often. It's very rare, and it sucks, but it is what it is. I like fighting games. There's a lot of fighting games are games that I really enjoy, and they're up my alley, but there's a lot of practical reasons why I can't really play them very often. They're a huge time investment. I mean, you can't just click. You can understand fighting games really well, as I think I do. You know, I understand punishing, I understand blocking, I understand, you know how the games work. I know baiting and mining. I understand all like the core stuff to a fighting game, but there's so much in terms of like having to just memorize combos and muscle memory and all that shit, and it takes hours and 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 hours of practice, especially when you're older. I don't have that kind of time. I just don't have that kind of time. So I don't really play them anymore. I played them when I was younger, but I literally just don't have time for them anymore, which kind of sucks because I like them. Also, the joy in fighting games is strictly PvP. And I love PvP. I love me some PvP, but I like PvE too. You know, I like a variety in my games. Like, I absolutely love PvP, but Fighting games are basically PvP and nothing else. So it's like absolutely love fighting games, but yeah, at the point where I'm in my life, I don't really have time for them anymore. It's not really a practical thing. But yeah, as Poi Poi said, I still actually I watch fighting games all the time still, and it's still very enjoyable because I understand them, but I ain't got the fucking time to memorize all that shit. But I can still enjoy. This is a terrible idea. Yep. All right, stop grabbing the thing. Oh, we're fucked now. Help. Police? I think these guys are the police. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. We're in for it now. Fucking Iron Tiger and plays Blue Man. Love his voice actor, though. Like, both in English and Japanese. He's great. And actually, I love Tiger at, like, high levels of play because, you know, he's really... At like low levels of play and mid levels of play, he's bullshit, right? You can be such an idiot and beat people. But at high levels of play, he's ungodly hard to play because his options are... He learned. He learned. Okay. We gotta kill him with the bow now. That man has a gun. In case anyone was wondering, that man has a gun. He's learning across saves, indeed. Okay. I'm probably not going to get the money from him. Kind of being slow here. We'll see. I don't think... I didn't get it. That sucks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, people were saying they wanted him to do that, and then he did it. Thanks, guys. Alright, let's see if I can save this time. I can't believe I didn't save, dude. I can't believe how long I've been stuck on this part. Like, this is nuts. I've been stuck on this for quite a spell here. Yeah, I remember you could, like, hold wide and partially draw it in. But, it's pretty hard to do that. A lot of times you'll absorb it by mistake and stuff like that, so it doesn't always work out. Yeah, I've messed with that kind of stuff before in the past. Okay, chat, you know Genshin Impact, right? And like I was saying how like I could see how that game, like it'd be better if it was harder, right? And this is a good example. So like, look at how much depth this game has. Imagine if you had a game with like a lot of characters, right? You have a sandbox where the game is actually hard, right? And like there's a lot of variety in the enemies, and a lot of different... Like, I haven't gotten to show this because we haven't fought very many enemies, but you fight giant dragon dudes and like, the enemy variety gets so crazy in this game where there's so many different pros and cons to different enemy types. And then you have different characters with different pros and cons, right? Right, so... having a game with lots of different characters that adds new characters from time to time. Like, imagine you have a game that's like a year old and they add a new character that can revisit all these other enemies, and they add new enemies, and you can see it in a different light, right? Like, that would be great, right? Like having a game where, because a good thing about gacha games is the fact that you get new characters and new content more often, right? And so having a game like this where it's really hard and the enemies really matter and the different types of playstyles really matter, that would be awesome. And I actually think someday it's going to happen. I don't know if it's ever going to be a game as hard as this, but you can see how like those free-to-play games are kind of starting to move in that direction of like having normal gameplay, right? Oh my god. You know what? Fuck it. They can have it. Because I don't like using those anyway. That's the thing. It's like I feel like a bitch when you use those, so that's why I don't ever use them. So they can have it, right? Now I don't have to deal with it anymore. Fuck it. I don't even want it. Like, for real, I generally don't like those things because I feel like I'm cheating when I use them, and then so I don't use them, but then I have to, like, reset instead of actually dying, which is really obnoxious. So, I'll let these guys have it. You know, they get it. It's fine. Makes up for the save thing. Because when you really feel like a bitch, is when you're fighting a boss and you use that thing and you lose anyway, right? So I don't even want it. I don't even fucking want it. Like that's the ultimate, oh god, is when you use one of those things and you still fail. But yeah, I hope, and I feel like the gacha scene has gotten better as years have gone on, right? They've become less predatory and more fair, and they've kind of become more normal free-to-play games. And they're still not perfect though, like, you know, they still have a lot of issues. But I hope if that scene starts doing better and being more fair and more reasonable with their business model, and they start getting better games, it could actually be pretty awesome. Like, imagine a game like this that adds new bosses from time to time, and adds new enemy types from time to time, and adds new characters from time to time. So you can revisit these areas and play through it again, and be like, oh wow, now I can interact with these enemies in a really different way, right? And some games are like that, they just don't have as much content. So that's like, that would be awesome. I would love like a third-person action game that actually, you know, adds new enemies and... But, you know, it needs to be... Oh my god! They weren't here last time! Yeah, I want to fight a cat and the red ninjas. That's great! These fucking fucks, dude. Ninjas are like one of the enemies that's actually really good at iframing your shit, where a lot of other enemies don't do that. It's really annoying. When I saw some streamer fail after CS Revive, then SQ Revive on Demeter Summit, oh god, dude. You never SQ Revive, just never SQ Revive. Like, seriously, if you mess up and die, just wait until your command spells come back. People get, like, in a hurry. That's, like, the problem. And I get it for some streamers because they're trying to stay relevant and you gotta be always doing the latest and greatest stuff to be relevant, but it's like, dude, it's not worth it. It's just not, like... And if you're not enjoying the game for the game's sake, you shouldn't be playing it. I really stand by that. Like, you know, far be it for me to tell someone else if they're enjoying a game or not, for real. But the way a lot of people play it, it just seems really obvious to me that they don't seem to actually be enjoying the game, and they're just playing it for like the unlocking stuff, you know, the dopamine dump when you unlock something new. Which, yeah, that's such a bad reason to play a video game. You know, I play FGO because I enjoy the boss fights, and if I ever don't enjoy them, I won't play, right? And if I actually think it's worthy of using command spells on something, and if I use command spells and I still failed, and like I actually know, because I know FGO really well, right? Like I understand boss design and all that. So if a boss is cheap, I'm gonna know it, right? So if I actually thought something was cheap and worthy of command spells, and I failed anyway, I would just wait for the command spells to come back. Like, I'm not using an SQ for God's sakes, like Jesus. In my early days, I used SQ to revive in dailies. Whew, that's rough. Cause I'm guessing you didn't know the game well at all, and you were just sucked, and you were losing all the time, and then you didn't know. I'm guessing you didn't know what SQ was for. That's rough, man. See, my whole thing is, I don't think, it's not inherently wrong to use command spells. It's not. The reason I don't like to use it, it's just like it's not inherently wrong to use a rebirth talisman in this game. Right? Some people are trying to get through they're just trying to get through the goddamn game. And look how hard this game is, right? Like, of course you're gonna try to use everything you got at your disposal. But, you know, I like figuring things out, like, quote-unquote legit. I like trying to figure out a way to beat them without losing my whole health bar. And I just enjoy that, right? That's all there is to it. Look, I saved, guys. God, I cannot believe I didn't do that before. So yeah, I feel like I rob myself of a good experience if I cheese something. Or if I use command spells. So that's the main reason I don't do it. But honestly, for example, let's say there's a challenge quest, and I beat it legit on my main account, right? You know, I don't do anything cheesy. I just beat it with a pretty legit setup. I understand the boss fight really well. That's a big thing in FGO. I want to really understand the boss fight when I beat it. I don't want to just bring a bunch of OP units and have no understanding of the boss, right? I want to beat it and like really understand it, right? So once I've done that, like maybe I gotta do it on an ult account, right? I gotta do it on an ult account that has like nothing. You know, I haven't farmed on it. It's not a prepared account, and I just want to beat the challenge quest for the reward. Then I won't feel bad using command spells at all. Like, fuck it, I already beat the boss, right? I'll just get through it, right? So that's fine, right? So even I will use command spells sometimes. But yeah, they're just not for me. You know, I don't like playing that way for the most part. But if someone else is like, they're like, man, I can't beat this boss, and I just want to get it over with. This sucks. And they want to use command spells, by all means. Like, that's what they're there for. Like, literally, that's what they're there for. You know, the whole reason I don't use them is not because I, like, have, like, an ethical problem with them. It's just because I'm, like, I don't want to beat the boss that easily, right? That's the whole reason. I just want to have you know, more interesting gameplay experience for myself. Because there's no right or wrong way to play. He's still alive! I know I say that all the time with these guys, but they're always surprising me. I'm like, I thought you were dead! Shit! But yeah, there's no, you know, like the reason I don't play a lot of mainstream video games is because mainstream video games just don't have a design that really is up my alley. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with that design. It's just, you know, it's not for me. It's like, this game is not going to be for a lot of fucking people. Big time. But it is for me. I love this game. I swear if that guy had still been alive. Remember when Shurikens worked? That was a good time. They'll actually work again soon. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden appeals to me more than Devil May Cry. I do like Devil May Cry. It certainly is a good time. And like, I love Devil May Cry 3. Great game. But I don't like it as much as Ninja Gaiden. Because Devil May Cry... I saw someone put it this way recently, like really recently, and I really agreed with him. It was like, Devil May Cry, it's basically a given that you're going to win. The game is how do you win? Like, and how stylish can you be while winning, right? That's basically Devil May Cry, right? Ninja Gaiden is not, it's not an assumption that you will win, and it's about how you win. Ninja Gaiden is, can you win at all, right? That is way more of my kind of, I want the game to be like, I'm not letting you beat me, right? But I want it to be fair, but I want the game to basically like, be like an opponent that is trying to stop you, right? That's what I want. That's not really what Devil May Cry is, right? Devil May Cry is, you know, it's not easy at all. You know, you definitely got to understand some iframe mechanics and learn the boss patterns and stuff. But it's not that hard. It really isn't, right? You know, it's mainly about like understanding like how the characters play and how to be stylish with them and how the moves work together. And there's a lot of cool intricacy in learning how things work in Devil May Cry. Like the characters are very complicated and they have a lot to them, and that's awesome. But yeah, it's not as up my alley, but it's still up my alley, because it's still a very mechanically driven game. The characters are very fun to play. Like, they are. It feels so good to use the movesets in Devil May Cry games, right? And when you initially play them and you're not, like, in practice, you can't just instantly body the bosses so they're not trivial, so it's still good. My favorite of the of the Devil May Cry games is the third one, though, because honestly, the third one is the most like Ninja Gaiden. Like, that's the whole reason it's my favorite. And then DMC 4 could be amazing, but like it really could, because mechanically it's Devil May Cry 3 but better. But oh my god, it has no enemy variety, no boss variety. Like, what the fuck? Like, amazing character design, and then they added Virgil and Lady and everything's awesome. But there's no game. There's like no bosses and no enemies. It sucks. So DMC 4 is like almost the best thing, but then it's not. So it's unfortunate. And then DMC 5 is like, again, amazing character design, right? In terms of the way they play, just phenomenal. Great variety and everything. Better on the enemy variety and the boss variety than 4, significantly better. Still not as good as 3 in my opinion. But then the environment, it's so rare that I care about this. I hate the environment so much in DMC 5. It's like the whole reason I don't want to play the game. The environments suck. I've almost never seen worse environment design in a video game. It's shocking to me how bad it is. Like, everything looks the goddamn same, and it is so boring. Like, once you start getting into like the zones that look like hell, everything looks like that forever, and it's so boring. I can't even put into words how fucking boring the environments are in Devil May Cry 5. And it's so disappointing because the environments are so enjoyable in every other Devil May Cry game. So it's just very frustrating to me. Also, I hate the photorealistic graphics in Devil May Cry 5. I don't understand. Devil May Cry 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all like very anime. And then all of a sudden in Devil May Cry, they tried to be ultra realistic, and it's just the uncanny valley everywhere. I don't even get it. I see so much praise for that game's graphics. I constantly see praise for Devil May Cry 5's graphics. And I'm like, these graphics are awful. Yes, they're technically impressive in terms of like texture quality and everything, but aesthetically they're trash because everything's the uncanny valley. Like, not like a little bit of the uncanny valley. Devil May Cry 5 is like ultra uncanny valley, right? It's really shitty. And so it sucks. I love Devil May Cry 5 mechanically, and the characters are super fun to play and everything. But yeah, the environments are trash. The graphics are trash, and Virgil's not playable, although he's going to be later, and Lady's not playable, and all that. Although Nero is so much better than he was in 4, which is quite nice. Why did I even come this way? Yeah, Virgil not being playable in 5 was very disappointing to me, and Lady too, because I really like in Devil May Cry 4. It was really I really liked playing Lady and Virgil, and then in Dante, obviously. I mean, everyone likes playing Dante. And so I was looking forward to them like being expanded on in a game where they had better enemy variety, but then they're not playable. And I'm like, okay, why did you bother to create them in the special edition then? But yeah, Devil May Cry is a weird series for me. But yeah, I really like 3. The 3 is really good. I think it's the most complete game in the series. Wait, did I not get the ticket? I thought I did. Gotta talk to the dude. See you, degenerate. I have a hard time saying that word for some reason. Which is funny because I'm part of this like anime community for the most part, which I think is famous for having degenerates in it, but although some of that's not really accurate to be honest, but it is what it is. Good combo right there. Oh, hi guy. So I can counterattack, but I'm petrified to try to counterattack these guys. Because of the grab. I'm just completely petrified. Yeah, I know they're making Virgil DLC, but it's like I would have preferred him to be playable in the first place. I don't really want to buy the game again, right? Especially because I don't really like the game that much, which sucks. I want to love DMC5, and I respect it a lot in some respects because, like, you know, they hadn't made one of those games in so long, and then everyone hated fucking the reboot, and they went back, you know, to the original stuff, and that's great. And it was, you know, I think they did a good job expanding on like the characters and stuff. That's all great. And for real, they made Nero way better, right? They took what he was in DMC4 and really completed like his moveset and made him a nice, complete, very fun to play character. You know, that's great. That's all fantastic. But the graphics kill me, and the, you know, environments and everything. It's just, I'm pretty sure you have to buy a certain amount of stuff from this guy or something. I'm pretty sure he just gives it to you unless they changed it. I swear this is the guy. Oh, I think they changed that. I want to say in Ninja Gaiden the original, you had to talk to him and he gave it to you. And I think in this one, when you talk to him and then stop talking to him, he gives it to you like that. So I just forgot, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, I was reading chat! I was reading chat! I didn't realize there were ninjas here now. Okay, it's being a bitch and grabbing the heel there. Did I go on the roof? Yeah, I went on the roof. Wait, are they gone? What? I mean, I know they're ninjas, but shit. Dude, I'm not rolling in Genshin Impact for so long. I'm saving everything, and I'm not gonna roll for ages, probably. But when I do roll, I'll have more than enough saved up, so that'll be nice. I don't know, why are we even going to this bar? I have no idea. Like, why on earth are we going here? It's a coincidence that the story progresses here. Yeah, those guys, you get to fight those guys later, and they're actually pretty fun. And they're just so different. They're completely different than the enemies you've been fighting up to this point. Kind of weird that the first one you see like that, though, is in a cutscene and you don't get to fight it. So, this is the weirdest character in the entire franchise, because they try to make her seem like a badass, and then for the entire game, she's not a badass. I literally don't get it.
Slayer of fiends.
So that was a fiend.
Like, she just constantly gets destroyed in this game, and she's worthless.
They are ever human, isn't it?
Human?
Anyone with susceptibility to the curse, whether they are a saint or a sinner.
And I think she's, like, not a bitch in the second game, but she's not in the second game very much, so.
Complex. And you?
I'm looking for a greater fiend named Oka.
Yeah, I feel like basically they just wanted to have like the generic damsel in distress thing going on to like motivate the player or whatever. But it makes no sense, right? You try to like set her up as like a badass that kills fiends, and then she just gets fucking destroyed constantly. And it's like, okay, I don't get it.
He was the one that took my sister from me.
And then they made her playable in Sigma, and she has the stupidest running animation on the planet. Like, it looks so unfinished. It looks so unfinished. It looks amateur. It's like that college kid had 5 minutes to make a running animation, and so that's what they went with. But yeah, they start her off, you know, she kills the thing, she's, you know, but then she just sucks. She did nothing after that.
Don't mind me, I'm just passing by. By the way, good luck with that Doku guy. Sounds like you're going to need it. Oh, and I know Rachel quite well. She'll be just fine.
No, she won't. She literally won't. Imagine if that guy did that and then he was just like dead on the pavement there. like when you look over. Inspector Gadget, indeed. They made him a boss fight in Sigma. He's not a boss fight though in Black. Some people say he's like such a terrible, awful, crap boss, but he's okay. He's alright. I remember he's super gimmicky and it takes a while to like understand him, but then once you figure him out, he's like fair, so. I cannot believe how much I struggled with that chapter. That's one of the few chapters that doesn't have a boss battle either. I guess the boss battle is just how awful the trash is, really. Lily key, guys. We can get Saber Lily now. Oh my god. That Rachel character gets kidnapped not only in the main story, but in the bonus game mode. I just remembered. There's like a bonus game mode that you can unlock where you kind of... What is making that beeping noise? I think it's my... Hold on a second. Something's beeping in my room and it's really annoying. I think it's like my heater or something. I literally don't know what that was. It's not my heater. I don't know what was making that beeping noise. I'm confused. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Anyway, but yeah, there's a bonus mode where they kind of like... It's basically the game, but more condensed, and like in the kind of a wave-based everything's trying to murder you thing, and it's harder, like make you fight multiple bosses at once and crap like that. And what little story that mode has, she gets kidnapped. I'm like, fucking really? Yeah, in the Sigma, you have like sections of the game where you play as her, and she has some bosses that like she has to fight and stuff that are new, or whatever. Although they're not new, they were in Black. That's right, the Ishtaros and all that. They are in Black. They're actually pretty fun to fight too. Actually, they look kind of stupid, but gameplay-wise, they're pretty well designed. I think the hardest boss in this game is probably Awakened Alma. That's a pretty... I don't know, though. There's a few bosses in this game that, I gotta tell you, man, the tutorial boss, when you're rusty, whew, that is not easy. But yeah, I think Awakened Alma is probably the hardest boss. It's fun, though. You have to really understand her AI, to beat that. I don't find regular Alma hard. I think regular Alma is hard, definitely, but I definitely find Awakened harder. I only say that though on higher difficulties though. I do remember in regular Ninja Gaiden, I thought regular Alma was way harder, like way harder. But they buffed her quite a bit in Black. And I think in Black on higher difficulties, I definitely find Awakened harder. But I do remember when I was first playing the game, I definitely found. It used to be so easy to just cheese Awakened Alma and not even trying to cheese her. You would just do it on accident. But that definitely gets harder. But Alma's tough too, like for real. Honestly, most of the bosses are really hard in this game, especially when you plan the difficulties where they have ads. There really is no boss. It's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. I guess the easiest is probably the dragon, the bone dragon. I wouldn't be surprised if I still die to him, but he's probably the easiest. So I don't know if you can do this in black, but in the original game, if you got all the scarabs, you could come here and actually play the original Ninja Gaiden game, like the 2D one. This game you can still unlock it, and I have, but you play it from the main menu instead. I mean, I feel like you have to play Awakened Alma a bit differently, especially on higher difficulties. Like, the way she's vulnerable is a fair bit different. Like, for both of them, you have to, like, you know, dodge the projectiles, and we worry about the grab, and that kind of stuff. But the spacing and stuff is pretty different for Awakened. They're both nasty as fuck, though. But, like, Dooku with the fucking zombie fish, oh my god, like, Spirit Doku, when he's got the zombie fish with them, that is a nightmare. Yeah, most of the bosses are a nightmare. These guys are a nightmare. Fucking Morai and Chapter 1 is a nightmare with the ads. He's really easy without the ads, though, I think. Once you know his moveset. It takes a while to remember it, but... Spirit Doku without mobs with him is actually kind of easy, in my opinion. But Spirit Doku with mobs, oh god, it's awful. I think the easiest boss in the game, though, without trash mobs with them, is the third boss, like on the blimp. That guy is, once you know him, when you don't know him, he can be pretty hard to figure out. For new players, he can be quite tough. But once you know his moveset, I think that guy is by far the easiest. He's like crazy fucking easy. But then, I think he's the boss that benefits the most from having trash mobs. It's nuts. He just is so much tougher with trash mobs. But there's so many bosses in this game, it's hard to even remember. Because then you got the demon, the green guy, you know, there's the weird, I don't know, what was that one boss called? I don't even know what he is. He was like that weird bird thing. I don't know what the fuck that was. And you have Ishtaros, and I don't remember what the other demon chick's name was. This game's got a lot of bosses, there's quite a few. I don't remember there being too much of a camera problem with the Emperor. I haven't fought him in, you know, many years though, so I may just be forgetting. Who knows? I think you need 12 of these. Oh, oops. I didn't realize I had one of those. Kind of handicapping myself a little bit there. I think there's cats here. Nope. These guys are such jackasses. All of the ninjas are, dude. The black ninjas, the red ninjas, the purple ninjas, like they're all a mess. The red ninjas and the windmill shuriken ones are like the worst, though, in my opinion. Isn't there another one? I think on Master Ninja there's a new one. I think that's the one that I actually don't find that bad. I want to say there is one other type of these guys, but I may be mistaken. And there's actually several other types that we haven't seen, but they're only on lower difficulties. Like there's like a brown ninja. I don't think you ever fight a brown ninja on higher difficulties ever. By the way, you fight those guys later. Like the guys in the water there. Big fish. That's not for a good while though, I don't think. Also the worst stage in the entire game. Like the only stage in this game that I'm like is garbage. No game is perfect, man. Like this game's camera's trash, that stage is trash. There's a couple of bosses and enemies here and there that I'd say are kind of badly designed, but for the most part, it's pretty good. You know, I've actually still never played DMC1. I know of it, I've seen videos talking about it and going in depth about it and everything, but I've actually never played it. Nice little shortcut there. But I know it's basically just a way more simple version of DMC3, so I don't really see the point in playing it. Also, that was before they had any idea what they were doing with the characters, and Dante acts really weird, and it's stupid, and it's really disconnected from all the other DMC games, rather obviously. They really need to remake it. Like, seriously, if there was ever a DMC game to remake, it's that one. They need to, like, bring the character more in line with the way they actually portray him now, and just fix it mechanically and that kind of thing. Yeah, DMC basically wasn't DMC in DMC1. Like, they hadn't really made what the series was about yet. They didn't really start making it like that until DMC3. That's kind of when they started taking the series in that direction. It's because it was originally supposed to be a Resident Evil game, like DMC1. Yeah, they were going to make a hack and slash DMC game, but then it just got so far away from the roots of DMC that they were like, or from Resident Evil, excuse me, that they were like, okay, no, we need to just make this something else. By the way, I've never played a Resident Evil game ever. I have no idea why. I've never even tried. I know almost nothing about the Resident Evil franchise. I should try it sometime. Because are they making like all the remakes and everyone's like, oh, these are great or something? But I literally know nothing about, I mean, nothing. I couldn't, there's some asshole named Wesker that says Ouroboros a lot. I'm not kidding. That's all I know about Resident Evil. That's it. I don't know any of the bad guys. I don't know what any of the games are about. I had nothing. And I know everyone loves the fourth one, and that one is like a bit more actiony. That's literally all I know. Wesker's a dick, likes saying Ouroboros. Someone's named Leon. Everyone likes the fourth game, and it's more actiony, and that's it. I wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. I could not tell you. I couldn't tell. There's zombies. I know there's zombies, right? Like, but yeah, that's pretty generic information. Yeah, one of these days I'll have to play one of those games. I've heard from a friend of mine, and just from like the internet knowledge, I've heard everyone kind of hates Resident Evil 5, like at least story-wise. Like everyone fucking, I have no idea why, I don't know what it's about, but I've heard Resident Evil 5 is not a really liked one, and it's like, I've heard so many times that it's better in co-op. I've heard, like, my friend has played it, and was like, yeah, it's only good in co-op, but I guess it's the only one that is co-op. Alright, where am I going right now? I'm trying to remember. Is it the drawbridge? I'm gonna go heal. Fuck it. I'm gonna use the statue. Oh my god, just go away, you guys. Just go away. Fucking... I don't want to deal with that right now. Oh, we got raided? Excuse me, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know how I missed that, though. But thank you for the raid. Was it... Oh, it's Fino. Oh, excuse me. I'm a terrible streamer, by the way. Yeah, Fino raids me all the time, and I raided him a lot, and sometimes I just don't know. It's fine, he doesn't even care. He knows how it is. I'm about to die. I'm probably not high enough. No, I got it. Cheese, by the way. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I've never actually had a harder time reading chat than when playing this game. It's impossible. Like, there's other games where I can read chat, and it'll definitely make me play worse. Like, almost every game you ever play, that'll happen. If you're reading chat a lot, it'll make you play worse. But you can at least read the chat, right? Where it's really hard to read the chat in this game. Like, this game just does not relent. As you probably noticed. But yeah, Fino's a good streamer, so, you know, if you like FGO and whatnot, and he plays other games too, so. Yeah, I don't give shout-outs to people often, because you know, I gotta actually know their quality, right? But I've watched Fino enough. I mean, he is a good character, right? So, I'm comfortable giving him a shout-out. I'm actually forgetting what I'm supposed to do in this part. I'm pretty sure we are supposed to go that way. But oh wait, I think we go out I think I might know what we're supposed to do right now. Also, do I have, right, yeah, I got the Pegasus key. That's what it is. Okay. I got it. Now I just have to remember, which door that is. Oh, God. have killed that guy. Could have done a better combo than that. Jesus. By the way, they should have made these guys immune to fire attacks. I guess they're a thing. The red ninjas and they do fire shurikens, right? I think this is it. Yeah, okay. At some point, I'm gonna get Cairo to play this game, and he's never played it. He knows nothing about it. I'm gonna get him to like play the tutorial in like hard mode or something, and I won't have him play it on very hard. I honestly don't think it's reasonable to make a new player play this game on very hard mode. It's just not. Like it's bullshit. It's so fucking hard. Like it's basically very hard mode and Master Ninja mode are for people that already understand the game pretty well and they still want it to be hard. That's what it's for, right? Normal and hard mode are for people that haven't played the game before and want to figure it out, right? That's what those are for. Oh, I didn't realize we had that yet. I just tried it to see if I missed health there. I did not realize we had this yet. This move can be very handy. I think you can charge it too? Maybe not. But yeah, wow, I didn't realize I already had that. I thought it was like level 3 when you got it. I tell you, I don't think Cairo's gonna have an easy time cheesing this game. I know that he loves figuring out how to cheese things. He like really enjoys doing that. But he would cheese the hell out of the original Ninja Gaiden because you can do that. But there are ways to cheese black. There are, but it's pretty limited in how you can do it. And I don't think he's gonna figure it out. I really don't. He'll figure out some stuff. I'm sure he'll find some cheese, but like there's a lot of like ult chaining you can do with like the staff and stuff, but I don't think he's gonna figure that stuff. I mean, he might. He might. I do think he'll realize that the staff is pretty easy to use and kind of cheesy. So I do think he'll use the lunar staff. And he I don't know, he might, because really, if you do want to cheese this game, that's the way to do it for the most part. So it might happen. Because I just avoid that weapon where he won't. Fuck, I should have. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not what I wanted to. Oh, okay. I was just wanting to save, you know. I don't know why I absorbed that essence. That didn't make any sense. Not only did it not make sense, but it means that I can't drop health. I actually kind of just screwed myself with that. Could not really tell you why I did that. What's the biggest difference between original and black? I only played the original. I mean, it's too much to say. I mean, they basically overhauled everything in terms of AI and like stuff. Like they're very similar in terms of just like the core gameplay. You know, you hold the button, you block, you roll, you know, the attacks are mostly the same and that kind of thing. But like, for instance, in the original game, like you can't do the attack on demand. But like that move that you can do when you jump, right? Like the jump version of that move is so broken on the normal version of Ninja Gaiden, and it makes the game incredibly easy. You can just slaughter things with this move, where it works on almost nothing in black, right? It works on a few enemy types, and it can be good for maneuvering, but it doesn't work on any bosses, and a lot of enemies it won't work on. And that makes the game way harder. And just a lot of like, there was a lot of enemies you could just kind of run to the wall and just do this over and over again, and they would just get annihilated by it. That doesn't work as well. It still works to a degree though. Just the AI behavior is just so different. The AI behavior is so different, and a lot of your attacks just don't work the same way. Basically, it's the Ninja Gaiden Black really is the Ninja Gaiden, but we made it significantly harder to cheese game. It's basically what it is. And then as a bonus, they added in some new enemy types and some new bosses and some new weapons and shit like that, right? It's basically Ninja Gaiden, but with more content, and then it's just so much fucking harder to cheese. Which is good. That makes the game a lot better. Fuck, messing up. Did the wrong attack. Should've just done X there. I think there's a grenade launcher. No, that's not a grenade launcher. What am I doing? I don't even know anymore. This is actually one of the last times you fight these guys, though. We're like pretty much never gonna see them again, sadly. Some enemy types come back, but they're not one you. I think after this chapter, you never fight them again. You might, if you backtrack, because you're supposed to go and do stuff in this place. But in the next chapter, if you want to, you can backtrack, and they might still be around if you do that. But yeah, other than that, you never fight these guys again. Which, on the one hand, I'm kind of happy about because they're assholes, but it's kind of sad because you get some combos later in the game that would be very helpful for fighting them. But by the time you get those combos, you don't ever fight them anymore. So I wanted to land and absorb. Fuck! Yeah, you fight military guys later. These guys are kind of like, I don't know, SWAT or something, right? And later you fight just full-on military dudes, and they have like grenade launchers on their guns and shit. And they're very different though. They don't play anything like these guys. They're pretty unique. We're actually not going to fight a lot of human enemies for a while. You still fight them from time to time, but for like the next chunk of the game, you would fight a lot of like demons and that kind of thing, and they're quite different. I'm playing really bad right now. Oh god. I mean, I'm at max, so I might as well use it, so... Like, I mean, otherwise they're gonna go into the void. You pretty much fight humanoid enemies throughout the entire game, but it's just there's breaks where you don't fight some. You do fight a lot of monsters in this game as it progresses, though, and all kinds of wacky nonsense. Yeah, this right here, I think this is the last time you fight them. I think this is it. This cutscene makes no sense with them being robots now. This cutscene was originally designed for, like, different enemies in the original game. So it doesn't really work with them being robots. Like, why is that guy, like, fearful? He's a robot. And then, like, why do teeth work on metal? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to fight these guys. They're pretty tough. Oh yeah, the tail. You gotta look out for that. This move is so good, though, because you can jump over it. And they bite. And the bite is a grab, and it will fucking destroy you. Tail. Thankfully, you can block the tail. I don't think you can block that flame attack. Woo! Well, I think you can block that move, though. You have to be so careful when you're behind them. They will always do the tail smack when you get behind them. Ooh. If you're behind them, just assume the tail smack is coming, because it is. There's never gonna be a time you're behind oh. But yeah, there's never gonna be a time you're behind them and they don't tail smack. So a lot of people, when they get to those guys, they're like behind them and they just keep attacking and attacking, and then they get hit by the tail. And it's like, yeah, it's coming. Oh god, that's so brutal. Hopefully they'll drop health though, that could actually really help me out. Fuck. I was doing so good there, and then I didn't get on them. Like, the shurikens can really help keep them on the defensive, and you can just kind of keep going on them, but then I just didn't do anything. I was like, what do I do now? And then I died. Yep. That's about right. Puma took me down there. I will say, I'd be having a lot easier time with this game if I was actually using healing items more liberally, but I find the game a lot more fun if you don't. Also, something I really like about Very Hard mode and Master Ninja mode is they make healing items a lot more expensive. So it's like, you'll have to farm almost if you want to keep using healing items often, so it rewards you for not using them much and saving them for things that are really difficult. I should save, because now if I die again, it'll be the same situation, but I'll have slightly more health. Or actually a lot more health, so. See ya, Finn. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap up really soon. I kind of get like absorbed into this game though, and I really enjoy it, so I end up playing it more than I should. Because, like, you know, now I pretty much had my fill of these guys, but we're literally about to move on to a new enemy type, right? So then, like, all kinds of new shit to learn. Oh, that flip kick is just so dangerous. Is it too slow? I did it way too slow, so I do the cancel thing. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go back and save. That way I don't have to... Wait, no, I should do that when I do this fight. No, that fight is there no matter what. Because like, these guys don't respawn. So I'm gonna go back and save. That way, if I die, I don't have to do them a million times. So I can just focus on the dinosaurs. Oh, hi, guys. You guys could go away. That would be great. Not gonna go away, huh? You know, they should make all the different ninja types that you fight unlockable costumes. That wouldn't have taken too much work. And there's so many types that would have been really cool. I'd probably play as the brown ones or the black ones, to be honest. Brown ones are kind of cool. Sadly, never to be seen on this difficulty setting, but you know. Kind of cheesing these guys, but the iframes so much of your nonsense that, like, what do you want from me? What? I thought one might still be alive. I was like, oh no, he must be dead. But no, he was just hiding around the corner. He was being a ninja. God damn it, look at all my health gone now. Oh, well, that's nice. Alright, here we go. Sometimes you can go a little while before this cutscene triggers, but really didn't there. Fuck! I thought the orb was still around so I could get an ult, but nope. Oh God. Woo! Can't remember how much damage that does, so I'm not sure it's worth doing it. Oh, we got one. Oh, getting bulled on there. Come on. These guys get hyper armor after you hit them a few times, so you have to be really careful about that. Woo! And then we got an actual boss. Well, he's kind of a mini boss to be honest, but I think they give him trash mobs here.
You're much more powerful than
Look, she's trying to be all sassy here, and she just gets fucking. She's about to get wrecked for the first time. Like, can we get a Rachel-owned counter because there's a lot throughout the game.
Sure of that. I was convinced once that my blood was pure, but then I saw what my
Blah, 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 blah,
blood
blah.
was capable of. I watched as my twin sister was cursed and twisted into a greater fiend. Now I know the path I walk is narrow.
Doku.
He led her
We look
into
so
the path
weird. Like that, the face in this costume is really strange.
of pitiful beings, destined to live forever, slaves to the forces of evil. And there's only one way to release them.
To kill them.
That's why I became a hunter. To kill my sister.
Silence Witch, yeah, it's coming.
Beneath this monastery, there is...
So I like how we notice, right? And she doesn't, and she's right there. By the way, she's a fiend hunter, right? That's a fiend. And she's a fiend hunter. It's like, okay. So these trash mobs are harder than the boss. 100%. They're not too hard to kill, but they can fuck you up. Like, oh my god. Did he not drop an essence? I'm really glad I could Shuriken cancel there, otherwise I'd have been vulnerable. Yeah, those guys are just like designed to gank the hell out of you in a lot of situations. Like, you fight them in swarms and oh my lord. You have to be careful with this boss to a degree, though. It's not super hard, but you can get fucked up by him. But he's more of a mini boss, honestly. I should use that for an ult. What am I doing? Like, I absolutely should have done that for an ult. Oh my god. Apparently I don't need health. Yeah, I mean, this is, it's a bit rough. Oh. The thing is, like, you know, this boss can kill you, sure, right? But a lot of bosses will kill you, like, over and over and over again, right? He's not really one of those. Sometimes you goof up with the arms or you know, the spit, and you have a bad time. But it's not really that complicated of a boss, really. And like every time you fight this boss, because again he becomes a mini boss later, he always just gives you so much health that, you know, it's not that big of a deal. So apparently I absorbed the blue thing, but I didn't get the ult. So that kind of sucked. I could have killed him right here, but my auto target is fucked. Yeah, I could have killed him so easily right there. That's pretty lame, actually. Because like I absorbed the blue thing, but it didn't give me the ult. Wow. That's so... I died to the grab from these guys. But yeah, I absorbed a blue thing, but it did not give me the ult, so I didn't kill him there. And then it wouldn't let me attack him, because this game has like a soft auto lock, which thankfully normally is not a big deal. But it was being a real problem right there, and it was forcing me to lock onto the ads instead of just killing the boss. It's not nearly as bad as Genshin Impact, though, with that. Genshin Impact is so bad with the auto lock thing. I don't think they wanted that boss to be super hard, because again, he's kind of supposed to be a mini boss. You know, he can be a little tricky, right? And the ads can certainly make it difficult, but not nearly as hard as, like, you know, Morai or Doku or, you know, any normal boss. He's kind of just a big fiend guy, right? He's not really, he's, like, lore-wise, he's nothing important. There's, like, he's a mass-produced thing, apparently. I think the ads make it pretty, you know, decent though. It's not boring. These guys are probably harder though, to be honest. These guys though can't really cheese you, where you can the ads allow the other fight to kind of have bad luck and you might get like a bit cheesed by it. But these guys are pretty straightforward in terms of like, you know, there's a right and wrong way to fight them. So if you die, it's mostly because you played bad, not like LOL, you know, the camera or whatever. I don't like where I am right now. Oh fuck. That one's lowest on health. Let's try to pick him off. Oh, I should have used that for an ult. I don't care about score at all. So, oh, fuck. Yeah, I thought you could block that, I just wasn't sure. Kind of keeps it from being silly. That was weird, he was like still alive and then he died. I should have just blocked. I should have just blocked. I deserve that. I knew they get hyper armor and I thought I could kill him. I completely deserved to die there. I should have just blocked the charge. And then when I hit him the one time, I should have just rolled out. I was like, ah, nah, I can hit him again. It'll be fine. It wasn't fine. If you hadn't noticed, it was not fine. That was pretty stylish. I'm going like the long way. I thought they would stop following me, but no. If I remember correctly, didn't the original Ninja Gaiden have a different costume that's not in black? Wasn't like the Cyber Ninja? Wasn't that? I don't know what reminded me of that, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing, and for some reason that costume's not in black. I have no idea why. But yeah, they seem to like removing costumes from their games for some fucking reason. I might miss the health because of this cutscene. Takes forever to skip it. Woo! Oh my god, that sucks. Actually, I might just despawn after that cutscene. Don't want to lose track of this one because he's low on health. Oh, that was bad of me. Seriously, you just blocked that move? Fuck. Yeah, if you're standing right in front of them and you've been attacking them some, they're very likely to go for a bite. And you can't block it, so... And so if you back out and they do the double claw thing instead, you can block that, so it's not so bad. Oh my god! That guy's almost dead. I mean, together like this is tough. I like how he ran past me and then went for the tail smack. Trying to mess with me there. I wonder if you can counter. Oh god, what's wrong with me? But I wonder if you can counterattack that roll. That'd be kind of cool. What am I doing? Throw Nako right here. I'm back, boys.
Not bad. So what
Also, thanks for the help. I don't know what I'm doing right now. It's probably evident, really. By the way, nothing in this game is easy on very hard mode. It's just nothing in this game is easy. Those fucking trash mobs, dude. That would be pretty funny if you could just walk away and not save her. Like, fuck it. Like, I don't even know who she is, man. I'm just trying to act all important in that scene, and then she just gets wrecked. And then, like, from that point on, she's just constantly getting wrecked. At least in Sigma, she's a little bit more competent, and they ever do a few things, but, that's about it. This game's story is just really generic, and I think they wanted a damsel in distress, but it doesn't make any sense to make her a damsel in distress with the way they try to set her up, so it's just weird. I was trying to absorb the essence, but it like forced me to stop pulling down the button. Don't really like that spot. The main thing is don't get greedy with them, right? Like if you know they're gonna get hyper armor or something, just stop. Like just don't, you don't have to do a full combo, just smack him and get out. Okay, he started the grab before I was even there. Mother. You know, curse words here. You get it. Oof. I think that's a grab, actually, that leap. You know there's someone out there, if these guys were playable and had a full dedicated moveset, somebody would play them. Like, absolutely. I mean, hell, I'd probably play them some, to be honest. It's pretty cool. Damn it! I was trying to absorb it and I just got smacked. Yeah, that's a grab. It's a... Oh, wow. So I'm saying about this game, it's like, you killed the two of them, it's no problem. It's like, okay, just one left, it's a lot easier. And I let my guard down for 1 second, and I get a ranged grab that throws you in the air, then you're dead. It's like, okay, yep. It's actually wise to have characters. If you're ever gonna have a game with a lot of playable characters, you absolutely should make some out-of-the-box characters like that. It's a very wise thing to do, because you'll hit some demographics that otherwise wouldn't really have a character that they'd want to play all that much. That's why League of Legends, to this day, will make characters from time to time that are obviously not gonna be like the most popular, but it's just good to have that kind of variety. That's something Genshin Impact, I think, is really failing at, is they just don't have character variety. Like, they're really only hitting 1 or 2 demographics, and there's no reason to be like that. Fucking gun interrupted the combo I wanted to do, so I started doing my frickin' ult. I killed 3 that time. That guy literally goes for it right at the start. I hope you're paying attention. Fuck, I was still in recovery. Wow, I'm just getting destroyed right now. If you jump on his head, it cancels it. That's kind of cool. Why did I literally was only trying to swing once. I was not trying to do a full, like, combo there. I just wanted to hit him once and roll out. And I thought I could get away with it. But I couldn't. And I now don't have a head, so Hi, Rex. We're getting wrecked by T-Rexes, basically. That actually have big arms, though. I looked at chat and oh god, and I'm going the wrong way. Look, now I'm just like handicapping myself on okay. Let me just, that didn't happen. That's not a death. That's a reset. It's not the same thing. Yeah, I agree. Some of the best designs in Genshin Impact are the Fatui, but yeah. I do like D-Luke. D-Luke's good. I like D-Luke, Jean, and Noelle's pretty good, but none of those are like, wow, that's I really like that, right? They're like, yeah, this is pretty cool, right? There's nothing like that I'm like super hyped for. So I'm hoping they add some stuff later. But yeah, I wish the enemy Fatui were playable. They're all awesome. Like, I'd be all over that. Every time they've asked for feedback, I've always tried to give them that feedback, though, of like, you need to spice up your, variety in your designs. You're only appealing to one demographic here. And there's no reason to, what? Look at this game, it's just so brutal. What the fuck is that? These guys are like the easiest fucking thing, and he just takes out half my life. Like, and that kick that they do is by far their most damaging move, but like that's why you have to be like careful about it, and I wasn't. Okay, gotta concentrate. This game's an asshole. Gotta be careful. Getting tired. Game's trying to kill me. That one's low on health. Oof. Ooh, bad spot, bad spot, bad spot. Ooh! I gotta get out, get out, get out, get out. Yeah, I like how you keep comboing them to get hyper armor. It's kind of obvious that they don't want you to just like, yeah, let me just go, 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 right? You gotta take a second and try to be smart about it. You can kill them pretty fast though if you're really good, especially with ults. Almost rolled into bed. I fell down some stairs. Okay, let's not fucking get wrecked by this guy. There's only one. It's like, just don't be an idiot and it's fine. What? I didn't think that would hit me at all. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad. I get wrecked by a generic demon. Even though I'm a demon hunter. Like, we're not even, like, we're not a demon. What? I don't think I've ever seen him do this before. I got nothing, chat. I got nothing. I don't know what that was. But it did a lot of damage. Why am I ignoring the trash mobs? This is blatantly not a good idea. I don't understand how I died so fast. I know it's very hard mode, and you always die fast. But what? But yeah, so we're not a, like, our job isn't to kill demons, right? We're not like a fiend hunter, right? We're just a ninja. It's a general purpose thing, right? I don't think your character even knows what a demon is at this point until like now, right? Her whole profession is killing demons. That's her job, right? That's what she does all the time. And she just gets fucking bodied by one here, like, just so easy. Like, it's like, what are you? And she's acting all cocky in that cutscene, like she's a big know-it-all, and she just gets fucking shit on. There are a lot of trash mobs that are harder than the boss. The trash mobs here absolutely are harder than the boss. If you took the trash mobs out, this would be so fucking easy. But that's why the trash mobs are there, obviously. Alright. That's not the combo I wanted to do. I want to do the air one because you don't get hit by the tail attack if you do that one. Not a good start. God! I thought I was gonna, you know, like they almost always will do, you know, the double smack or the bite there. But like, nope, he's gonna keep doing this. Fucking getting bodied by their worst attack. Fuck, I took chip damage there. Yeah, that doesn't full on go through your block, but you take chip damage through it, so blocking it's not good. Wow. He was going into the roll attack, and then he canceled it because I went behind him, and then I got tail smacked. I didn't even know they could do that. I'm surprised their AI is good enough to do that. Like, he was going for the roll, and they're like, oh, hey, he's gone behind me. I might can't hit him with the roll. Let me just not do it then. Holy crap! Every time I look at chat in this part, I get hit. You guys got stuck on a wall there. Yeah, these guys help like shit. Like, canonically, they're not on the side of the demons. Give me a hand here, bud. I went too far. What am I doing? God damn it. Yeah, now I'm tired, so it's like, it's easy to be sloppy. It's not, which is not good in this game. It's not a game you want to be sloppy in. They have like an insignia on their shoulder pad there. I was too scared to do any damage there because I didn't know what he was going to do. He's kind of in a weird spot. Nice camera work. Lakitu, please. I don't even know what went wrong there. Normally that works for getting rid of the tail smack, but I guess I did it too slow or something. I don't know. There, I can't jump there because there's like a. Okay, this is some bullshit right now. Like there's like a little lip, like a little balcony. What? I swear they're getting better. Or I'm just getting. I may just be getting tireder. I'm probably just getting tireder. I swear they were harder there though. Like what was that? God, Rex is in on it too now. Rex just shows up and, you know, he doesn't only watch these kinds of games and he just starts instantly siding with chat here. He trained these guys. Not the ninjas, the Rexes, the mini T-Rexes or whatever the hell these are. You mean you don't enjoy dealing with people talking about Ishtar being the best? Because apparently Tiamat's brain is a grail. Oh, they didn't spawn yet. There we go. Alright, I'm on. I got it this time, chat. I have no idea how he was grabbing. How is that guy grabbing? What? I was watching the other guy for like 1 second because I thought he might be doing the charge, but the ones off screen just psych me out so much. Where you going? Where you fucking what? He had hyper armor during that. Didn't think he would. Whoa, guy! God damn it! I didn't think I was at an angle where he would be going for the tail thing. Guys, it's just blue Kool-Aid. It's just blue Kool-Aid. You know, it's good, tasty. No other reason that I'm drinking it. What? The tracking on that though. I actually kind of expect that tracking was an accident. Most attacks in this game, they try to be pretty reasonable by that kind of thing. I actually kind of feel like that attack's an oversight, the way he basically just instantly turned on a dime there. Like, most attacks just don't work that way. Please drop health. Normally you don't want them to drop health unless you're waiting for an ult because it's less money, but you're getting so wrecked, I don't even fucking care. But what? I jumped though! Oh god.
Not bad.
I can't believe I'm like, oh yeah, kill the ads! For the love of God, kill the goddamn ads! Like, come over here, you dicks! Nice tracking. Oh my god. Like, instead of doing this, it did the fucking chop and then the camera went backwards, so then I got hit. It's great. Spitting now. I swear they do that so it's harder to kill the ads far away from them. I'm pretty sure that's the whole reason that's a thing. Could've killed that guy right there, but I did the wrong combo. Could've killed that guy too. Thankfully he didn't dodge. Frame rate, please. Frame rate, please. The frame rate is just tanking right now. What the fuck? Oh my god. These guys are being so passive right now because they're trying to bait me into the boss, I swear. Like, these guys are normally aggro as fuck and they're being so passive. Dude, the frame rate is going nuts because of the spit. I feel like this part is almost random, like the way you have to chop. I know there's better ways to chop the arms off, but like if you're doing what I'm doing, it's like random if you get hit or not. Like, does he decide to do that attack or not? But there are fucking camera, but they're Lakichu's really out for me today. I feel like. Oh my god. I would have killed him, but the stupid arm. I looked like I was trying to jump into his mouth there. So on mission mode, if the boss kills an ad, they respawn. But thankfully, on story mode, apparently they don't. I don't know what that attack was. God, why is his arm so tanky right now? I think I was like rotating or something. Okay, that's the one. Okay. Oh my god, there's ad spawning. So he's got like 1 health left. Oh! Why was that so hard? It's not supposed to be hard.
Was that a fiend as well?
I've never seen one like that before.
Uh-huh.
Something strange. So many of them.
Ayane. Running
Not helping, by the
from
way.
Eye again, I see.
The boldness of the fiends is the work of the Dark Dragon. It is a cursed blade, bestowing an unfathomable strength on those wicked enough to wield it. As we speak, its power is growing.
That would explain the stirring in my blood.
Blood. It dominates all humankind, assisted by the power of the fiends.
Why would you randomly say that?
Ayane, take
People don't
care
talk
of
that way.
Understood.
Ryu! I've heard there is a hidden path under the monastery that leads to the Emperor's palace. Doku will also be there.
See what I'm saying about the story gets worse? Like, it actively gets worse as it goes.
So the Dark Dragon grows in power with each killing.
Of that there is no doubt, my excellency.
Then I have arrived just in time.
Yes, my excellency. As always, I provide you with only the most reliable information.
The blade grows stronger and faster than I had expected.
So that guy's whole plan is so stupid it's mind-boggling. He's like, oh look, I'm a big bad guy, right? But he's like way weaker than the Vigor Emperor, right? So he can't like get the sword on his own. So his master plan is he's just gonna follow us and hope we kill everything. And then when we get the Dark Dragon Blade, somehow we're gonna lose it and he'll just pick it up. Which happens, of course. But that's his plan. That's his plan. Just follow us. Hope we kill the Demon Emperor, and when we recover the Dragon Blade, I hope we drop it, and he'll just pick it up, and he'll get it. Which he does, but that's his plan. Like, okay, great. Yep, that makes sense. No plot armor here. Don't say it, Rex. Don't say it. I swear one of these is a mimic. Yep. And it can't just be bats. It's got to be exploding bats, and it's mini. Oh, great! It's like 8 exploding bats. Yeah, that's awesome. Great chest right there. Real good start to the chapter. Really feeling confident right now. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up. I'll fight like one enemy here because I think the enemy types change here, and I want to see. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up in a second here because oh my god. The Walk of Shame. So there's an extra one of those. I should remember that. I should have used one of those then instead of all the smaller potions that I used. Okay, these are just regular bats. Deal with that. After dropping health, feels good. Do I get 7? Probably. It's coming. Isn't there a secret in here? I feel like there's something in here. Vague memory. You're not gonna give me anything? Shit! Still can't upgrade the Dragon Sword. Okay. Been real bad on... I guess I'll, I want, like, 2 of these. Oh yeah, my least favorite mini-boss ever is coming up. Because he's legitimately one of the only things in this game that I think is badly designed, and he's just input reading and he's just stupid. But you can cheese the hell out of him, which is actually kind of funny. Oh my god. Look, I'm not a cat person, okay? Oh, you can hit them with, Shuriken. What the fuck? I think that move that I just used. Not sure. I should have like ulted the group, not just the single one. Fuck. That wasn't the new enemy that I wanted to show. That is a cat. Those cats are not cute. They're like really weird. They kind of went with an Egyptian vibe with them, I feel. Did not get as much health. Actually bought too many of those, but whatever. Freaking cat gank squad right here. You know, back flipping and crap. Fuck. Shout out to the running attack being really good. Oh my! I had health once. Yes, just iframe everything, it's fine. I see you, Rex. I just want to I want to go in the cathedral and show that like some of the new mobs. That's all I want to do. This area has a lot of new enemies, actually. This chapter is kind of like a two-parter. Because you've got like the part at the start, like the monastery, and then you like go underneath it, and there's some weird shit down there. I'm trying to absorb that other blue essence to get an ult here. Yeah, get fucked. Being slightly cheesy there, but it worked. I wonder if these are decent to counterattack. They just have that one leap like that. I don't think you can counterattack that. I could be wrong. Oh my god, they do so much damage. I don't got any fucking catnip. Go away. You see that guy knows. That guy knows. Oh, okay. At least they dropped a bunch of health. I don't have any cats. I don't know what to tell you, man. Just don't die. I feel right. If only I had thought of that. If only I had thought of that, chat. Just don't die. Okay. Yeah, they introduced some new enemies here, and then there's even more enemies later in the chapter. It's all very nice. I fucking hate this song, by the way. I don't even know why, I just do not like this song. It bothers me. Yeah, these guys. They're pretty cool. I don't think they have a grab. I think they're one of the few enemies that does not have a godforsaken grab. Okay, well, they can swat you out of this. Okay. Not gonna lie, I don't really remember their moveset, but I'm feeling it. Why are you? You're an outdoor cat. Go outside, stupid. Yes, you can counter them. Feels good. So it looks like you can hit them with shurikens. It just doesn't like affect them very much. It kind of doesn't stun them. But yeah, it does hit them. They just don't give a crap. I cannot believe there's cats in here. I just they're different cats. They're like black instead of blue. Oh no. So there are certain, I don't think this is one of them, but there are certain parts in the game where enemies just keep respawning, but it's not actually unlimited. It's like, okay, if you kill a certain number, then you'll get like a health boost item. But I don't think that's one of those. Okay. Now, I know for a fact that the next part is stupid, so I'm just gonna save right now. And then we'll wrap up. This will be like the last thing I do. If I'm probably just gonna cheese this guy because these guys, you fight this guy multiple times, and the other versions of him I think are fine. But this version of him, like with the moveset you have and the moveset he has, and he absolutely like input reads. I just find this part so cheap. Like he's super fucking cheap, so I have no problem being cheap back. So I'm gonna cheese this shit out of this guy. I don't feel like being stuck on this guy for 2 hours. All the other fights with him, though, I think are fine, but this one is just stupid. Yeah, it's like the doppelganger. Like, it's just so RNG with like the combos you have available to you right now. It's basically random, like, cause like he can just randomly get out. He's a good example of why PvP would be horrible in this game. But yeah, there's several ways you can just cheese the shit out of him. Look, we're a ninja, we're not a samurai, we're not supposed to be honorable. Oh my god, will you... Oh my fucking god. Oh my god! He's trying to prevent the cheese. Oh my god, will you get... There we go. I actually don't entirely remember how to do this. Don't feel bad. Literally don't feel bad. So many levels of fuck this guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. I fucking hate this guy, though. He's just so cheap the way he works. Cairo would be proud indeed. I like how he used the true Dragon Blade, and we don't get that until like chapter 12 or something. I actually don't really remember when you get it. It's not for a while though. Also, this guy has no lore whatsoever, like zero. And I don't think they were in Ninja Gaiden. I think they're new to black, I think. One of the few additions I think that is pretty crap. Taking him a second. What? I mean, that's what I would do too. I'm not really sure where he is. There he is. Hammer really getting me here. Oh my god. He's not having it. Chad, he's not having it. By the way, we get those shurikens in this fight, by the way. Out-cheesed, indeed. Okay. I also want to say this guy's not on lower difficulties. I'm not really sure though. I want to say he's at least not on normal, but he might be on hard enough. Dude, if I like uploaded this as a video, I would 100% edit in "did that tingle" or whatever the fuck that guy says every time he does that fucking move. That's not great. They 100% want you to use the environment for this fight though, like that's how they design these fights, but not like this. There's a certain time you're supposed to do it, and I just don't really remember. I'm doing it too late? Wait, what even hit me there? So bullshit. It's like I stick a fork in it. What the fuck? And we look so weird. Like, this is such a strange costume. Like, can you imagine some guy opens the door and looks like that? Like, what the hell? And like, our eyes are like these weird red jewels. They're not even like the shape of eyes. It's so weird. And there's that clown over there. We both look pretty stupid. Let's be honest here. I think when you see him running up the wall, you just do it. You don't wait for him to like jump or anything. Motherfucker. Baited, by the way. Nice camera, Lakitu. You're really helping me out here. It's not like we're fighting some demonic doppelganger or anything. I really do feel like this is Cairo approved. Look how much fucking health this guy has though. Like, it's so bullshit and he like two-shots you. Yep, fuck you. Don't even care. There's almost nothing else in the game I would feel good cheesing. I don't care with that guy. Literally don't care. You cannot convince me to do it another way. He looks unnaturally ripped. I hate it. Yeah, he is. And like, what is this material made out of? Like I've seen some tight-fitting stuff, but like, what the fuck? Like, it's pretty whack. I want to say that item we just got like makes your yellow essence go up when you like get more money or something. Yeah, there they are. You can actually go back. You can backtrack and open some things with this instead of moving on if you want to. I might do that, but I'll do it off stream if I do. It's boring, but I literally don't remember what they give you, so I kind of want to know. It's kind of fun doing things out of order. All right, I'm gonna go back and save because screw this nonsense. So most of the lore in this game, like the backstory and how the universe works, is from these books right here. You learn a lot from these. I actually think the lore to this game, like the background and like the deities and everything, are actually pretty interesting, and they're way better than the actual story in this game. The actual story of this game is just atrocious, but some of like the backdrop stuff is kind of cool. I think they want you to use those against the doppelganger. I think they're kind of effective. I don't really remember though. Yeah, Superman's got some abnormally tight clothing there. Alright, boys, thank you for hanging out. That went on a lot longer than I thought, but I kind of, you know, I couldn't let the game beat me, you know, you gotta kill it. You know, it's killing you, so you gotta kill it back. That's how it works. I don't remember, what is the next boss? Is it Alma? I don't think so. Or maybe it is, because I know you go down and then you go back up again. Maybe it is Alma, Jesus. That's gonna be scary. There'll be a lot of death on that one. Anyway, boys, thank you for hanging out. I'm not gonna bother rating it because I'm too tired to bring up Twitch and all that. But thanks everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow. Lightning.